Y'all don't want it. I got the eye in the streets. My man's got the eye in the sky. We out here. You see it. We ready.
What up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another Sound of Violence podcast. We are a podcast about MMA podcasts. Each week we'll let you know the shows you should catch, skip, and can't miss, as well as we try and check out some ones we haven't heard previously. I'm Pulver, and I'm here with my co-host, Chris Madaffer. What up, dude? I'm back after a week off.
Yeah.
Feels like forever.
It does. It always does. I remember, what was it? 2 years ago? What was that one stretch? It was when I was in Europe. There was like 3 or 4 weeks off in a row.
Something
so
like
weird.
that. Yeah.
You're like,
I think that was like
in
right.
A month.
Yeah, I think that was like right when you were getting back or something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
But it was definitely a stretch there. But I am glad to be back. I was gonna say we have a card and everything this weekend, but maybe despite the card this weekend, we'll maybe get into that later. But a lot has gone down since we last talked, especially in the MMA podcast world. Holy shit, has there been some news that has dropped? So
yeah.
I guess, why don't we just get into format? Oh, wait, first we should shout out what beers we're drinking. You picked these up.
So, yeah, I remember you jokingly suggested, like, hey, this can't be too terrible, can it? We're drinking Budweiser Freedom Reserve. It's a red lager. I don't think it's that bad.
It's not that bad. It is very sweet and syrupy.
Yeah, very syrupy as fuck.
But, it's okay. I'm trying to remember what it reminds me of.
I know what it reminds me of. Newcastle. With the syrupiness.
That's pretty good. Like, if you mix to Newcastle and, like, the, is it Redstone? What's it? Red Hook.
Red Hook.
The Red Hook ESB and a Newcastle is kind of what it tastes like.
No.
It's not great, but it's
drinkable.
Yeah, it's drinkable. It's all right. I'm
not going to pour it in a glass. I don't want to know what color it is.
That's right. But I, however, also picked up since I did end up driving to LA last weekend, picked up Golden Road's Hazy LA IPA. I picked that up here at the liquor store, but I did go to LA. Those are two separate but related things. But this looks way better. Having not tried it yet, that looks
nice
pretty. That's hazy as a motherfucker. There's some head retention on that bitch, so I might give it a second, try it, but pretty excited about that. So why don't we go ahead and jump into format now that we've talked about the fucking generic-ass Budweiser beer that I don't recommend people get because it's kind of bad for the price. How much was it, by the way?
It was $7.99. It's kind of surprised.
You could get a 12-pack of Busch for $1 less than that.
Yeah.
Also, think about this. That was $7.99.
PBR.
This 6-pack of the Hazy IPA from Golden Road.
Like $8.99?
$10.99.
Oh, there you go.
So for $3 more, you can get
a real beer.
A real beer that's actually really good. Here, you want to try that?
Yeah, sure.
That's actually really nice. I like hazy IPAs because they have a lot more of that like body and almost fruit juice kind of quality.
Yeah, that's solid.
It's really nice. It's like pretty pineapple-y. Man, that's good. Anyway, we'll get on to topic since, again, not a booze podcast despite our best efforts. Oh, also, those were our sponsors brought to you by Popov Vodka Presents Doug Stanhope Presents our sponsors. Since I always forget to make that joke, but I fucking love it. Alright, so let's get into format. Chris, why don't you tell us show you think people should catch this week?
So, continuing the trend of booze.
Hey!
MMA on the Rocks was decent.
I like that show a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy's name is Eric. His co-host, Jeff, he jumped in late.
Bill?
Who's Bill?
I'm pretty sure it's Bill Welker.
I must have typed in the wrong name.
That unless somebody was subbing in for Bill, but I'm pretty sure it's probably Bill and
maybe
Eric.
Bill and Eric. Yeah. Fuck, I think I got the two guys mixed up.
Probably.
Either ways, I think Eric was the one talking mostly. He said he's celebrating his first Father's Day by drinking some Macallan Scotch.
That's Bill.
That's Bill. Okay.
For sure.
That is Bill.
Because I saw him tweet about it.
Okay.
Pretty positive, unless I'm butchering his name. Now I'm worried about it. Keep going, I'll look it up.
So Bill, he went straight into, since it was only about like 35 minutes long, he went straight into the main event, which is tomorrow.
Yeah, Bill Welker, MMA on the Rocks.
Tomorrow morning for Pacific Standard Time and East Coast.
Yeah, it's about 6 hours from when we're recording this, so it's going to be a tight window of me drunkenly editing this to get it out.
I most likely will not watch it tonight. I'll probably watch it Monday morning or something like that. I don't know.
I'll probably watch it.
It's on Fight Pass.
I'll probably watch it live, but that's mostly because I'm going to be up till about midnight editing anyway, and it starts at 1:30, so like, what am I doing?
So we could discuss our take on, obviously, in our preview in the third segment, but he thinks Cowboy's going to have his hands full with Edwards, who's a pressure striker, which is interesting because Heavy Hands was talking about, I think it was them, that Edwards is going to look to grapple.
I've heard a lot of interesting takes on this.
I'll be honest, I think I've only seen Leon Edwards fight maybe once or twice, at least on tape. I know I've probably seen him on some undercards, and I can't really recall what his fighting style is. I know he has, I think, some hooks that he likes to do, like looping hooks.
Definitely.
His footwork isn't terrible.
He
is British, so they're always going to be big boxing and influence. He's British, right, Leon Edwards?
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And it'll be interesting. Like once we look at who he's fought, you'll remember a lot more. I think.
And he mentions the PFL tournament, which I appreciated. He talked about...
It's been good.
He talked
Pizza
about...
Fun League has been really good.
Notable names. Will Brooks, I believe, is headlining one of the weeks.
Just won.
He just won?
Yeah, just won this week. Beat Luis Firmino.
Wasn't he the guy that Gaethje fought? Or is that the
No, that's Luis Palmino. It's very close. I almost did that too.
Isn't that him?
I had to look it up. No, Firmino's a high-level jiu-jitsu player.
Okay.
With some good, scrappy striking.
He also mentioned former Tough Alone on 2 different seasons. Ramsey Nijum is participating in a tournament.
Also fought this week.
How'd he do?
I don't remember.
We'll have to look it up on it once we get Tapology.
Yeah.
I think he said Jason High.
Jason High fought. Jason High also.
Thiago Tavares.
So hold on, you're starting to get into the craziness from PFL. We can discuss it since we're not going to cover this in our recap. Thiago Tavares got kicked in the dick so hard he couldn't stand up for 5 minutes.
That's a shame.
So they called it a
DQ?
TKO finish by the guy who kicked him in the dick.
That's seems very unfair.
Especially since it's a points-based tournament.
I would have just called
it
I hope he appeals and calls it no contest.
Should be a no contest. Yeah. That's high bullshit.
That's like they'll say, hey, let me just kick him in the balls real hard, coach, and then I win?
Absolutely. Speaking of high bullshit, also on this card, Jason High, the ref stopped the fight, despite Jason High not actually tapping to the choke, and Jason High pushed the referee again. Second time in his career he pushed a ref, and then knocked over a bunch of chairs and shit on his way out the ring. There was also a couple weird...
that Mike England guy or whatever?
No, I forget who it was. But there was also a couple weird injuries, aside from the ball kick, there was another injury that got stopped. There was 3 weird finishes. It was the ball kick, and then 2 other weird finishes back to back of bad injuries. It was weird. It was a weird card. Kayla Harrison looked great.
Yeah, I'm stoked on that. That should
be
a lot of
really
fun.
Fucking good.
Did she utilize her judo mostly, or she
judo, BJJ, and ground and pound from top? She got mounted with bombing on this girl. She looked really good. I'm really high on her.
His co-host, it must be Jeff or not Jeff.
It might be Jeff.
I don't know.
It's probably Jeff. I'll look it up.
Why the fuck did I say Eric? Damn, I must have been fucking asleep when I was listening to this. Who the fuck is Eric? Anyway, his co-host, jumps in late after jiu-jitsu class and is full of fucking energy. He must have had a bunch of coffee.
Nice.
He's just yelling and not in a bad way.
Right.
Eric, don't know why I kept writing this name.
I don't know if it's Eric.
It's Bill.
Well, no, but I don't know if it's Eric or Jeff. I think it's Jeff. I think you're right. I think it's Jeff.
Fuck.
I know exactly what he looks like.
Maybe Bill is... No,
it's definitely Bill.
Yeah.
I think it's Bill and Jeff.
Damn it. Okay.
But it could be Bill and Eric. You might be right.
Okay, I know Bill, for a fact, was talking about Greg Hardy He was talking about his. We don't want to talk about this a lot. We'll mention briefly, but for those who don't know, Greg Hardy was a former NFL standout player. He's defensive end for Carolina Panthers and Dallas Cowboys. Anyways, long story short, got in a lot of legal trouble after he beat the ever-living shit out of his pregnant girlfriend and tossed her on a bed of assault rifles. I know, I'm making this very brief because it's the only time I'm going to mention him.
Yeah, because we will talk about Contender Series.
So,
we will not talk about women beating pieces of shit. Shouts out to that one dude who got shot for a good reason.
Oh, Triple X Tentacion, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Tentacion.
Or something. Yeah, by the way, I tried listening to his music. It's just like him trying to sing. It's like not like...
It's bunked out of the creator is what it is.
It's definitely not good, but it's like not... It's terrible. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about him, but apparently they rioted in L.A. There was like an actual riot in L.A.
I heard the riot was people jumping off buildings.
But see, this is the thing. I think if you're a fan of a piece of shit like that, that's why you're a fan, because you're a piece of shit too.
Shouts out to our friend, Megan, who keeps posting about it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, yeah.
To be fair,
Triple X guy.
She had thought, so.
I don't ever celebrate death, but I have no sympathy
right.
for him.
Like, I hope him and Greg Hardy got shot.
Sure. You said it.
Yeah. I'll keep saying it.
Yeah. I just hope Dirk Lewis gets his hands on Greg Hardy.
That's
Anyways,
right. Also, shouts out to Greg Hardy blowing his own fucking knee out.
Playing football. Yeah,
playing arena, not actual arena football. B-League arena football.
He's a moron. Anyways, what I said before is his girlfriend took him to court. He was looking at serious jail time if the allegations were proven true. I mean,
which they were. He was accused. He was sentenced.
I saw actual photo evidence, and it was not pretty.
No, it's very rough.
Anyways, he paid off his girlfriend about like $5 million to no-show.
That's the rumor. But she definitely no-showed and could not be contacted. But yeah, if he didn't pay her off, he threatened her off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyways, fuck, why do I keep saying Eric? Bill. His name is fucking Bill. God damn, I'm going to do this all night. Bill said it's a bad look for the UFC to have someone like Greg Hardy on the roster. Doesn't represent other fighters in the sport. I agree 100%.
Especially when you have a bunch of battered women on the roster, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Also, as Dana White once said, you can't come back from hitting a woman.
He probably did have to say
No,
that,
that's
right?
an actual quote.
I was going to say it, yeah.
Yeah, that was in reference to Floyd Mayweather. When Mayweather got accused. Or actually convicted.
Yeah. Anyways, then he mentioned Wonder Boy, who was talked about on a lot of podcasts about making side kicks to the knee illegal.
Which will come up later, because I heard...
MCL ruptured when Darren Till kicked the fuck out of his knee. Yep, so that was my first catch.
Jack Slack probably had the best reference for...
that's what I forgot to listen to this week. Fuck.
He probably had the best reference for that. He's like, oh, wait, you guys are saying a karate guy is upset about leg kicks?
Yeah,
that's never happened. Pretty good. Anyway.
So how about you?
So my catch that I've got is... I've actually got a couple, but I'll start with the first one. The Joe Rogan MMA Show, episode 32 with Firas Zahabi. It's real good.
Yeah, I was gonna say for me that was my can't miss, but I'll explain why later.
Okay, well then I will hold off on doing that one, and then I will go to my other catch, which is the Vale Tudo Hour episode 9 with Michael Bisping.
Nice.
Vale Tudo Hour is of course hosted by your uncle Hinach.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Remember you told me his real name, but it doesn't matter. It's just
right.
Hinach.
No, you mean his real name, Renato Laranja, of course, not Hinach.
It reminds me. I gotta ask a coworker of mine, this guy named Jose, who I told you about. He trains at Victory, and because he always likes when I talk MMA with him. He's like, "Oh, you actually know what the fuck you're talking about." And
right.
So I'm gonna mention, "Hey, do you know Uncle Hinach?" I bet you he'll know.
I bet
he's
will.
Brazilian too.
Brazilian. He'll definitely know.
Yeah. So,
because that dude actually is a high level black belt.
I remember you were telling me, yeah.
Or I think he's black. I know he's at least a brown belt. I'm pretty
it's
sure.
It's just that I just remember that thing you showed me a couple weeks ago with the interview with Ronda Rousey, and she couldn't stop trying not to laugh. That was pretty great.
I mean, that's how it always goes. Speaking of which. This is an all British episode where he had Michael Bisping on. He also had Darren Till on. This is not fake Darren Till like before. It's actual Darren Till this time. It's not Darren Chill. It's Darren Till.
How many times did how many times did he drop cheeky cunt?
0, but a lot of fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
It's a lot of that. He starts it off with Chop of the Morning.
Chop of the Morning.
It's an all-England episode, like I mentioned. He talks about... Bisping calls in. He talks about him being on the Mount Rushmore Vale Tudo.
It's amazing.
There's a lot of talk about Bisping's accent and how he can't replicate it because it's so weird at this point.
Wait, Hanach can't replicate it?
Yeah, because Bisping's accent is like 5 different places at this point.
Well, yeah, I remember... I think if I... Because Bisping was, what, Season 3 of The Ultimate Fighter, right? Wasn't it definitely a little different then than it is now? It had to be a little bit, right? Kind of?
Yeah, It was like... There was a lot more of
definitely more proper English, right?
Oh, his accent back then?
His
Yeah.
accent,
it was thick as shit, but it's also outside of Wiltshire or whatever the fuck he's from.
Yeah.
So it's like a country accent outside of a big city that
just
then
in the
turned
Shire,
into a weird LA.
I remember I've been to Yorkshire when I was like 16, and I remember like the accent's like once you leave the city, it's like whoa.
Yeah, there's a lot of Shire jokes in this episode. It's like, oh, Poha, you probably like the sausage because you're from Hillshire Farm.
You say Hillshire Farm?
Yeah, it was great.
Is that like a fucking food brand? Is that like a food brand?
Yeah, it's a sausage brand. Yeah.
God damn it.
Because Bisping at one point jokes, he's like, Poha, you probably play that music that just a bunch of boom, 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 boom. And he jokes about Bisping's like, oh yeah, well, you're a DJ, you leave your options open, women, men,
That's amazing.
It's a fucked up episode. And then Callum is evidently in the background, and he at one point apologizes to Hinato because he asked for an apology. Then Darren Till calls in. They talk about the Wonder Boy fight, growing up in the hood of his area, like the projects of his area.
Yeah.
They're just busting each other's balls the entire time. He talks about the classic stabbing story of him in the club.
Yeah, that shit's scary.
But it's a lot of like them making your mom jokes and him just talking to Darren Till in his like Darren Till impression. And
what
then
did Darren Till think? Did
he would just keep doing a double down version of that accent. Like he would get over the top about it, and then it would just make Hanach do it even more. And Hanach just keeps dropping all these references.
Till
to,
must have thought it was pretty funny, right?
He loves it. He's a big Hinato Orange fan. He actually, they talk about how Darren Till's been a big fan since before he fought, way before he fought, whatchamacallit. Like, he's been trying to get him on that, to do something with him for a while now.
Probably when he was doing Muay Thai, right?
No, not that far back. But like, after Johnny Hendricks, but before the big fight he had right before
Cowboy, then.
Before Cowboy. Maybe it was around Cowboy, something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, super funny, and Darren Till, they're just making your mom jokes at each other at certain points. Hinato wants to know why English dudes don't like thick women. Like stuff like that. It's great. It's real fucked up, but it's real great. I highly recommend it. It's just a fun episode. So let's see. Did you have another catch?
Yes. Continuing the trend of Englishmen.
Yep.
Believe You Me was another catch.
Believe You Me was good this week. It was weird. They were both in the same place, which was dope. At Bisping's house, I think?
I think it was no, there was at some Airbnb thing that they were
I think he's joking.
Was he joking?
I think he's joking.
I remember
that Bisping's house is the Airbnb.
Okay, because Luis's son was in the background,
right?
The kid.
But I think they're at like Bisping's either guest house.
I think it was his guest house because he asked
that.
his kid, "What was your favorite thing about Michael's house?"
Yeah,
and he was like, "Michael Bisping," or something like that. It's kind of funny.
Luis having his kid on and trying to be a real person, and then immediately making jokes about how he's going to punt him in the head and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to go hit my kid. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't really my kid. I heard a midget, or excuse me, a little person like Jesus did.
So a lot of that.
But yeah, I like how they start off debating English breakfast versus American breakfast.
Yep.
As a very biased American, in my short time I had in England, 11 years ago, American breakfast blows English breakfast out of the water.
True, but English breakfast isn't bad.
But it's not bad. No, I didn't say it's bad.
I just don't fuck with blood pudding.
Yeah. Blood pudding is just, it doesn't have a lot of flavor. I don't know.
It's too irony.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I mean, I'll dude, it's, if it's fucking eggs, toast, anything like that, yeah, you eat a sausage. Yeah,
super okay. Yeah.
Let's see. They talked about 225 pay-per-view from a couple weeks ago. Didn't sell nearly as well as it should have. They discussed reasons for that being. One good point they brought up was how many WWE fans do you think actually tuned in? They thought the majority of them probably, oh, fuck watching CM Punk actually try to fight.
Right, after the first time.
Sense, yeah. Which was true. Sure that was tough to watch.
We will talk about that fight. I had a great time.
I mean, I thought it was kind of comical, but whatever.
I tweeted out what I thought about it. We'll talk about it in a bit.
They discussed Wonder Boy wanting sidekicks to be banned. Sidekicks to need to be banned. Bisping disagrees because it's part of the game and sport, but then he also doubles down and says, oh wait, 12-6 elbows should be legal.
No, he backpedals on that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, because he ends up explaining how they became illegal.
Oh, yeah, because when the guy's fucking crushing the cement blocks in the wood. And
Rogan's favorite story.
Doesn't think soccer kicks should be allowed. They discussed wife beater Greg Hardy. They said he's actually be very good potentially once he gets proper training. Unfortunately, that's probably very true reality.
And unfortunately, he's with Dean Thomas and those guys.
Oh, so, dude, really?
Yeah.
Why did you tell me that? God damn it!
I know.
Fuck, dude. If he, I just hope Stipe is champ for like forever. So, I'm not saying Greg Hardy will get to that point, but I doubt it.
I think a Derek Lewis type kills him. Or
Ringo.
I tweeted to Stephanie, Crooklyn, even though she got all pissy about it because he is a champ. But I'd like to see DC deal some dad justice out.
Oh yeah,
like that is the most. Him and Derek Lewis are like the two fights. I was like, I just really want to see them both fight Greg Hardy, like back to back in a tournament in the same night, where Greg Hardy has to lose to both of them. But
yeah, the Bisping said he discussed his retired life. It loves commentating on the desk at Fox.
Yeah, it's cool. Andy, you talked a lot about Contender Series.
Yeah, he talked about that. He talked about his initial thought process competing in mixed martial arts because he wanted to make money, but that was a huge misconception because he used to go on these forums online like, yeah, mate, you're not going to make any money doing MMA. He's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. The UG back in the day, which Callum, I think Callum pretty much bailed on the UG.
I haven't seen him on Reddit lately. But
well, I know he's been super busy lately.
Yeah, dude, the kid's, I think, a senior in high school. Right?
He's senior in high school.
Going to be? I don't know.
Yeah, it's something like that. And he's doing really well in wrestling from what I've heard.
Yeah, I remember Bisping says he wouldn't want his son to fight, but he would support him if he did.
Right. Dude, from what I've heard about that kid, he would be a fucking beast if he does. Because Bisping's like, I mean, I've had him hitting pads since he was 3, but... Yeah. And his wrestling is supposed to be insane, so...
Well, yeah, I remember on one of the embeddeds I saw, I think it was when Bisping was fighting GSP, he's like, Callum, come try to wrestle, Pops, and his son's huge, and he was like kind of, he's not going to get the better of, obviously, Bisping, but his son has, like, some good strength for, like, a 17 or 18-year-old.
For sure.
Yeah. So the kid's got technique.
Yeah. He's also super fucking nice. I've talked to him a couple times on the AUG. Super nice kid.
Yeah, so that's it for my 2 catches. The caveat is I don't really have a skip, I guess. Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's alright, because we can talk about my skip, since we just watched it. Ariel and the bad guy, a.k.a. Ariel's a bad guy, a.k.a. Ari and T-Bad,
yeah.
Which is my personal favorite, because Ariel has a sign behind him that they cut off perfectly to just say Ari and T-Bad.
If they didn't mention BK...
The first thing...
The first 5 minutes, then it would be a skip. Because I like the format, to be honest. I like how it's kind of like Pardon the Interruption. I think it works okay.
I like it, but it's way too rushed. It is
rushed pretty quick.
Like, Ariel's talking in double speed, basically. Considering his entire podcast is him with dead air, not saying anything for a lot of it. Or it's just, like, long, drawn-out questions.
Well, yeah, because his casual pose, in MMA... Fortnite was just like he's just listening because he does all the time in the world. Now it's just he's just like constantly just like dialed fucking in.
Well, and he's speaking so much quicker than normal that his points kind of, I don't know, it makes it tough. Yeah, and then when you bring up Conor very first thing and says the phrase, Conor did the Mayweather fights without the UFC, they just came along for the ride. That shit is... And then they mention Artem Lobov immediately after.
Yeah, he called him the GOAT.
He did. He called him she said, Artem the Goat.
Lobov, just like real fast, too. As if we would not catch that.
Man, it was rough. They do talk about Weidman versus Whitaker. It's interesting that they're talking about PFL and Bellator, and there's a Bellator glove.
I like that a lot, that they did that.
They actually showed a clip from Bellator, now that I think about it, of Chael and Vanderlei.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, considering ESPN...
Props to ESPN for doing that.
It means they're covering shit the right way.
Because I'll be honest, when I saw that was announced, I actually was excited for ESPN because, dude, their MMA coverage is seriously lacking. And
it's real
if you really
rough.
think about it, the fact that Ariel's with ESPN now, that's actually really good for ESPN because now people who aren't into mixed martial arts, because a lot of people do have ESPN Plus, if I remember, because you could watch a shitload of NBA and baseball. NBA is big.
And a lot of college
ESPN covers
stuff.
LeBron, in college. So, dude, all those people are going to be introduced.
And I found out they have all the 30 for 30
in a way,
bouts
it's
on
actually
there.
great that Ariel's with ESPN.
Yeah, as long as that keeps happening and the UFC doesn't pressure them about it.
So.
But yeah, overall, the show was okay. I don't know.
I think it'll get better.
I think it'll get better. I would say the first episode, if you didn't watch it, you wouldn't
what was
really be
What was that
missing
one
much.
line Chael said? It was pretty funny. He kind of fucked with Ariel. God damn it. He said something. We'll have to see it again, or maybe not. I don't know, but he said something that was pretty great and even made Ariel laugh.
Oh, was that when Ariel kept going over time?
Oh, yeah. He's like, Ariel, check the time, or something like that.
Yeah, because they're, of course,
and he's like, time's up, Ariel, time's up. Like, just really loud.
Of course, they do the gimmicky 5-minute rounds where they can talk for 5 minutes on each topic.
No, he's like, Ariel, you done? Are you done yet? Or something like that.
Something like that. Also, it should be noted that in my podcast feed this morning, when I checked it, I think it was yesterday when it happened. I pulled up my feed and I was wondering why I had a picture of Ariel and the bad guy on my feed of podcasts.
Oh,
and then I realized that used to be where 5 rounds was.
So now that you're saying this, I saw a news update on Reddit that mentioned involvement of Brett Okamoto with Ariel. I have to find this. He's going to be involved with Ariel's show in some...
yeah, because I wonder what's going to happen to that 5 rounds
Okay.
podcast that he used to do with Arda. Does it mean,
he said,
I hope this means
he said,
Arda.
I'll be joining Ariel in the debut episode of his new show.
On Mondays.
Ariel's MMA, yeah. More details on that soon. My appearances there will replace the 5 Rounds podcast.
No more Arda!
Yeah!
Hell yes!
So that means it's basically the Ariel's new Fortnite, but with kind of co-host, but not really.
Ariel and Brett are a decent
Yeah.
combo.
Fuck
That
yeah, dude.
actually is
This
pretty
tight.
cool.
No more Arda. Yeah, someone said the new UFC Unfiltered podcast with Helwani and Okamoto.
That's a...
Someone says as long as you could bring Chris the producer over with Matt on the side.
Speaking of producers, we'll get into all that in a bit, but yeah, that show was fine, but I would like to see how it turns out. I think his Monday show that we will talk about in a bit is going to be better, but we'll see. So what is your can't miss for this week?
Mine is Joe Rogan's MMA with Firas Zahabi.
That's
and
right.
For me,
really good.
It's a can't miss. Somewhere I mentioned to you, I'm cheating today by having beer. Haven't had beer. Well, actually, I cheated yesterday as well.
I was going to say I haven't had beer since yesterday.
Yes, it's just. But before that, it had been about a week. I've taken out my diet because I'm actually going to start hitting the gym again. And I appreciate this episode mostly based on a lot of workout advice from us. I basically, if I were to sum it up, he talks the first thing. So I'll go through a couple things that I was interested in. He talks about body types as far as athletes. He was talking about endomorphs and ectomorphs. Like, what the fuck do you mean? He's like, okay, certain sports are tailored for body types. You know, an example, look at a running back in American football. They're short and stocky usually. That's this type of body type. You know, usually they could be in the athletic prime of their life, but they're, you know, more tailored to do certain feats in certain areas, just like as tall and lanky people are more, you know, basketball.
Long distance runners versus basketball versus football versus baseball.
So he also talked about what he called hardwired brain athletes, something like a Floyd Mayweather. He's like, usually it requires minimal tune-ups for these types of athletes. These are athletes who have been training since they were children. it's just in their DNA as far as kind of like their preparation for fights.
Well, and it's a narrow skill set, or a narrower skill set. So you can be more refined in... You don't have to adjust as much between fights because you have less to focus on, so you're just honing in those shoring up set of skills.
One thing I liked, he said stress plus recovery equals adaptation. He was talking about I guess it was a rumor at the time that Firas would offer $5,000 to whoever could knock out GSP during training camp.
Well, GSP said that on the Rogan
that's
podcast.
him who said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently, it happened once during the training camp with the Dan Hardy fight with GSP.
Yep.
And he was telling George, he's like, "Hey, man," he was thinking, like, "Let me just stop this now. He's concussed." But he's like, "Okay, never mind. I'll tell the training partner, hey, just get hit by George so his confidence isn't shot." So basically, George bombed on the guy, so George would feel good, which is probably the best way they went about it.
I guess, man. That sounds like a rough life as GSP's training partner, where Firas is telling you, hey,
but then again,
go ahead and
could
get
be like, hey,
on.
I kind of knocked out GSP, though, too. Like,
you can't talk about it.
But yeah,
you don't want to be
self-gratification.
You don't want to be Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Self-gratification. He said, anyways, because since he was concussed and the fight against Hardy was 2 weeks later, this is why GSP stuck to wrestling against Hardy, because he thought, in all seriousness, if Hardy would have connected with his left hook, that probably would have put GSP's lights out, maybe.
Well, also, Hardy hits hard as fuck, and he has real poor wrestling back then. Like, back then, everybody could double leg Hardy.
I'm trying to remember, dude, is he supposed to come back and fight, or is he just kind of thinking about it?
There's been a lot of talks. He originally had to stop though because of CTE stuff.
Oh.
So it's like he has to get cleared, and I heard he was cleared, and then he was thinking about coming back, but wasn't convinced he was going to come back. I'd like to see him do grappling tournaments like EBI and stuff like that, because his jiu-jitsu is much better than his wrestling is.
Yeah,
and he's gotten really into it later on in life. So.
Let's see. They were talking about the crop
or combat jiu-jitsu.
Ooh,
it'd be fun.
With the slaps, right?
Yeah, I mean it's all on the ground, but still, the dude's always been good at scrambles, and he will throw some fucking.
They talk about new crops of guys like Zabit, Magomed Sharipov, saying how insanely talented this dude is.
Yeah.
He was talking about, this was interesting. The best coaches in life will make you improve in your skills, but they won't make you. So he's basically saying, take your current speed where you're at. If you just were to do a foot race, the coaches will improve in making you, faster, but they can't make you fast. You already have to be fast. He's like, I can have the best coaches in the world train someone, in a foot race against Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt could have the worst coaches in the world. Usain Bolt's still going to win.
Right. And he said the same thing for MMA, too.
Yeah, same thing for MMA. He talked about GSP and adapting to his opponent, which is why his opponent should never try the same trick on him twice.
Yeah, he says he can't even get away with the same trick twice every day in the gym.
They alluded to this happening to Dominic Cruz when eventually Team Alpha Male finally figured it out. I think it's part or less just they finally had a very good athlete and stand-up tactician in Cody Garbrandt, too, who can kind of adapt to that.
Yeah, I think Cody's a rough style matchup for, as crazy as the TJ Dom fights were, Cody is, because he has such crazy power, and because he's so slick with his head movement also, I think he's able to just kind of throw enough out there to catch Dom.
Yeah. They discussed Raymond Daniels and effectiveness of the back kick. I prompted me to watch some highlights. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Some of those were nuts.
Raymond Daniels,
like the one where he did like that fucking rotating back, double back side kick, knocked that dude the fuck out, like scoring the jaw. This guy just collapsed, like a fucking folding chair.
Yep,
that was crazy. Rogan loves blitz point karate style fighters, aka Wonder Boy, Michael Venom Page, and Raymond Daniels. They're talking about what kind of submissions are good for people with T-Rex arms, such as myself. Japanese necktie.
Yeah, that's that one that Rogan really likes. There's a great video of him and Dillashaw, him teaching Dillashaw that technique.
Oh wow!
I recommend people checking it out.
I'll go through this as much as I can because I know there's a lot.
There's a ton.
Basically,
the last hour and a half.
The thing I took away from it, because I'm going to be starting to hit the gym sooner than later because I'm still meeting with my coworker. He's gonna give me like a training regime. He's like a nutritionist.
Oh yeah,
and, he
that's
trains
right,
at
dude,
Victory, and I'll like do it rather have someone who legitimately wants to help me out. So
For
like,
sure.
bro, I'll fucking pay you too. Duh, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
yeah. When in strength training, never push yourself to the max so you can have more volume of training per week. Someone who trains more but not to their max, you won't be sore the next day. You can train more jiu-jitsu hours per 365 days in a calendar year than someone who's going to go 10 out of 10 every day. And then like, oh fuck, I can't train tomorrow because I'm too sore.
Yeah, he basically said go 70% always.
Yeah, and that sounds amazing. I was like, holy fuck, I never thought of that.
Smart,
when people train too hard, anxiety comes about. I can see that. That's interesting. That was interesting to me.
Right, because then you're stressing about
discusses consistency over intensity. Kind of what that was. You know, if you were to summarize it, keep your energy level at a 7 out of 10. And yeah, that was it for me as far as notes. I think I listened about an hour and 40 out of like the 3.
Well,
hours.
in the last literally hour
I was
and a
gonna
half.
say, good. You have your thoughts on it. What did you think?
I'm not gonna have thoughts on it because it was all like deep philosophy talk about like what is existentialism and what does it mean to be people.
I think I was
like,
catching when they're getting into
it gets so fucking heady that like I don't know. I get bored with that stuff just because I've heard enough of it to know that it goes nowhere.
Oh, it was just like the part where he's like, and I like how articulate Firas is, and I've seen some reviews.
Firas loves philosophy. He's writing a book
He was
on
like,
it.
so if I rearrange the universe, and I crumpled up this piece of paper right here, and I threw it, and landed in this spot. If I rearrange the universe, what are the odds of that landing in the same spot again, or some shit like, what the fuck are they talking about? I liked it, I didn't dislike it. It was interesting.
Yeah, it's all very existential shit, talking about like the idea of woo and like all these like weird.
Hey, no wonder why GSPN got abducted by aliens. It was actually Firas.
Dude, there was some alien talk in there too. A lot of universe talk. It's all just basically they go real deep on stuff that Rogan is like has the most base knowledge of. And I honestly tuned out for a lot of it because I that stuff. At a certain point, I just start like once it gets too existential, I just start questioning what I'm doing in my life rather than listening anymore. I'm like, what am I doing listening to people talk about something that's never going to
It's still one of the funniest Joe Rogan experiences I've ever seen or listened and seen to, based on his guest, was the Alex Jones episode. Because it was just basically like, have you ever seen the subreddit?
He got drunk too.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the
we're so red.
Have you seen the subreddit called That Happened?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's basically Alex Jones in that episode. Yeah, I went to a secret forest meeting with the KKK. I was in disguise. It's like, yeah, that happened. And like I remember like someone had a comment. Also known as Alex Jones fights headphones for 4 hours.
Dude,
he just like
he was literally just fucking trying to counter.
I remember I was so fucking high when like watching and listening to that. I just kept laughing when I read that comment.
It was ridiculous. Oh man! All right, so let's see. We got into your can't miss, right?
Yeah.
So my can't miss was a combination of 3 different shows because they were all fucking important, I think. And while I normally would not give credit to Ariel Helwani, we were off the week that his final show for the MMA Hour happened.
I felt bad because I meant to catch it, and I heard it was really good.
Episode 438, which was Ariel's final show, it was 6 hours and 20 minutes long and had 18 guests.
Okay, so can I ask you one thing? When Uriah Faber was on there, was Cruz involved with that at all? Because I saw a comment on Reddit saying...
Cruz called in on his own.
Okay.
Like, I think Uriah posted about going on for the final episode, so then Cruz called in, and of course they had a back and forth.
Oh, but I heard someone said it was like a friendly banter.
Yeah, it was. They were definitely
they're fucking around, right?
Did you see the outtakes for the Toyota
That's
tires?
That's why someone
exactly
mentioned
like
it.
that.
Yeah, someone mentioned that.
It was exactly
because people
like
said, "Oh, like you really think Dillashaw and Cruz hate each other?" Fuck no, it's all building up the fight.
Well, Cruz definitely is snarky enough to make people mad.
Yeah, no, he knows how to trigger people.
But like
sure.
Cruz,
but there's no dislike.
Right.
I feel like it's really difficult to actually dislike someone unless you get assaulted by them. It's not like you're not going to see anything matched with a John Jones DC thing, because that's genuine.
Right.
That's
genuine.
They genuinely
don't.
I know there's a couple of
Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm was a good one.
There's another genuine. Fuck, it was just recent too. Who was it? Like, I hate this guy. I guess RDA.
Cowboy
Colby
Cerrone.
and RDA, I guess. Even though Colby, to be honest, is just more of an actor.
Cowboy and Cerrone. Cowboy and Edwards.
Yeah, they don't like each other, huh?
Well, Cowboy fucking is pissed at Edwards talking so much shit.
Well, I saw not today's weigh-in, but the media weigh-in. He just kept like staring at him the whole time.
Yeah, they're aggressive. Well, Edwards has been talking about Cowboy for like a couple of years, saying he wants to fight him and he thinks he's got a matchup against him. But anyway, overall, it was a pretty great episode. He had a lot of it's just a lot of MMA Hour stuff that you would normally expect. He does at one point call the show the most important show in MMA and the biggest show in MMA. Which, like, while I don't necessarily agree with it, definitely don't say that out of your own fucking mouth.
Would you say definitely shouldn't say that?
No, don't call your own show the best
I agree.
show ever.
Have some fucking...
So giving yourself a nickname.
Have some humility.
Right.
Yeah. He might as well just started speaking in third person a la Ricky Henderson. Ariel Helwani knows what's best for Ariel Helwani because Ariel Helwani is ascertained to the back to the matter that this is the greatest MMA show of all time.
Like how much...
On this day of, you know what I mean?
How chill do you have to go on
Shouts out to David Cross, by the way.
Yeah. So let's see. Whitaker does call in, talk about beating Yoel and breaking his hand in the first.
Punching steel?
Yep. Malky and his brother are on to talk about how they're suing the commission. We're not allowing Yoel to make weight and other misty shit that they talked about. Like John versus Brock, which they are convinced is happening. Which, to be honest, the more I've heard...
And I'll just say this. This is why I'm extra excited to be going to 226. Because I already know, and I will try my best to capture this on my phone when they announce that during an intermission.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so anticipating that. You're going to see, like, the "Can you see me now?" again. This, like, all of a sudden, John Jones, blah, blah, blah.
The only thing...
I'm seriously going to anticipate that being a Madison Square Garden. I would not be surprised if that's, like, the main event or co-main.
The only thing, though, is... Brock has to be in the testing pool already.
Yeah, but it's the UFC, dude. They could bend the rules. They don't give a fuck. They already did it once.
Yeah, they did
with
do
Brock,
it once.
Dude, I think it's gonna happen. It's in Madison Square Garden.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Colby Skypes in, and Ariel intros him as going to the White House.
How's Colby doing? And was this genuine Colby or act Colby? Probably act, right? Or
dude,
both?
There's no genuine Colby on camera.
Well, yeah.
Let's start with the fact that he started calling himself the real American Dream, but you ain't no Dusty Rhodes, bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Kind of. Is he the WWE guy?
Yeah, big fat one. He's the best.
Fuck,
Dusty Rhodes.
I need to have...
we are hard-working people out here, baby.
Is he a recent guy or an old guy? I need to...
I'm here for the people, baby. I'm the people's man, baby.
Fuck, if I saw a clip, I'd know exactly what you're talking about.
Dusty Rhodes.
I'm drawing a blank.
Colby ain't no American Dream.
What is it? What does he say? Fucking, raw American steel and sex appeal or some dumb shit.
Oh my god, yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, he's just got a bunch of bad catchphrases. Evidently, he has a second writer that is at the gym that Tyron's been talking about. But fucking, yeah. If y'all don't know Colby as a writer,
the build up to that fight is going to be fantastic, but the shit talking is going to be the absolute worst.
It's going to get racist.
Even Tyron. Well, Colby did say himself. He's like, I don't cross. He's like, I'll never be. He said, "I'll never be race." He said, "He'll never be." He said, "He'll never get involved in race or religion." I do believe him as far as genuinely.
What about the fact that he called Brazilians filthy animals?
But is that racist or xenophobic against like a nation?
Both.
I guess both.
It's mildly both. It's definitely xenophobic, mildly racist.
Definitely xenophobic. Yeah. Racism, I guess you can argue, because that's like saying
filthy
Americans.
is like one of those words.
Oh no, it's not a good word at all. What he said is dumb, but you know what I mean. Like Americans are filthy animals.
I get you,
that's
but I get you.
I know what you mean, though. Yeah.
To be fair, Connor Rebush was joking about how, or someone left a comment saying they need to take Connor off the show. So Connor Rebush of Vivisection, or I think it was Vivisection, their breakdown show, some like YouTube troll. And Zink commented saying, "Oh, don't worry, guys. We're going to have Connor start a semi-racist gimmick so that people start being a fan of him, or at least start listening because they hate him."
Yeah. Right?
And then Connor says something about Chinaman, and he's like, "Am I doing it right?"
Oh my god.
So I just sent him I sent him the dictionary.com list of synonyms for dirty. I was like, this should help. which I feel like is what everyone uses.
So basically, what was it? He said flowing in straight from the White House or blah, blah, blah. What was Ariel saying to Colby again?
It was just basically, oh, Colby, so I heard Dana said he's going to take you to the White House, and if you really do want to meet Trump, and fucking a bunch of dumb shit about Colby. I really didn't write any notes about it, so I don't give a shit about Colby.
Yeah.
I liked it better. It was Colby the Delicious Cheese Covington, and not Colby the Undelicious Racist Covington.
Did you ever see, by the way, this is before he did the Actors Fight like 3 or 4 years ago, video of Colby and Jorge on like some dinner date with these two chicks when they're like in Brazil? It's fucking great.
I don't know that I have.
It's great because it shows like, hey, we're gonna impress these girls, cook them a nice dinner, and then Colby like totally fucks up like cooking some salmon for them, and this chick's like, it's so drunk. It's the greatest, and Jorge's just like, well, let's just drink. They just all get fucking wasted. I can't remember. Someone on Reddit posted it. It's I think the title was like when Colby was not like a stiff.
Yeah,
I think he was like actually like
I'm gonna have to check that out.
But like, I was like,
I'm sure he's great.
Oh,
Everyone in the media says he's very fucking nice and very polite.
It's a fucking act. Like,
but like also y'all,
it's a shitty act.
Yeah, don't support Doug Crosby being a writer under any circumstances, including jail. Carla Skypes in to talk about how she thinks she won the fight and accused. I
have to watch that fight again, by the way.
She accused Claudia Greasing. We'll talk about it when we get to the next segment, but I had Carla winning it. Weidman Skypes in to talk about potential fight with Whitaker. Al comes on to talk about fighting Gaethje. He just says
Al?
Yeah, Al Iaquinta. Says he doesn't care if the UFC cuts him, and he backs Project Spearhead 100%. It's like, fucking cut me then. I don't give a fuck. We don't work for they don't work for us. We don't work for them. They work for us.
That's why Al's great.
Yeah, he's the fucking best. Tyron Skypes in, talking about Colby. Says he never wanted to beat somebody's ass so bad.
Well, I remember I actually watched most of his Instagram Live. It was like, I think a couple days after Colby beat RDA. And he just went off. He was like at his pool at his house.
Oh, yeah. He's done it a couple times. Yeah. Mike Jackson Skypes in, talking about the Punk fight.
Oh, God.
Talking about how Dana doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, God. Please give him to Artem Lobov.
Oh, God. Let's just not make that fight.
Let's just not have Artem Lobov fight anyone.
That's like an exploding fight.
If you were to have him fight someone, please fight Mike Jackson, because he's very unlikable. Holy
I love Mike Jackson. You haven't listened to his podcast, have you?
You're probably.
He's super likable.
Yeah, I'm being a little too...
He's unlikable in, like, when you see him in short promos, when you hear him on his podcast, he's like just a photographer for LFA who's a reporter who, like, loves his sport.
Yeah, and that's not fair. It's like, fuck, I'm a journalist too. I shouldn't be talking shit.
Well, no, but you should be. At least you give a shit, right? Oh. He wouldn't be bad at it. Curtis Blade Skypes in, talking about the win over Reem. I'm just going to start rattling through these because there's so many.
Yeah, of course.
Mitrione and Sean McCord will call in because they used to have the Mitrione Minute. And they fucking roast everybody. They just light everybody on fucking fire. They're making jokes at Ariel. They're making jokes at fucking John Jones. They're like literal roast jokes that I think Adam Hunter helped them on.
It's fucking great.
Because it was fire. They were like, some of them were upsetting. Fucking upsetting jokes. Shit that Ariel, a lot of the times, was turning his head so you couldn't see him laughing because he was so upset about it with the topic. There's a lot of like shitting on Dana. It was pretty great. Usman calls in to talk about the PFL brawl. Mark Hunt Skypes in to talk about always being on Ariel's show.
Oh, by the way, how are the casts on Usman's hands, right?
Yeah, those casts.
I'm just listening because Masvidal called him out last week on it. Or I think it was Masvidal who called him out. He's like, "Hey, bro, I saw you at the I saw you." He's like, "When you're standing behind me, when my boy Colby beat RDA's ass, your cast looked real good on your hands, bro." I think he like tweeted out on it or some shit like that.
Let's see. Holly calls in talking about the win over Megan. Uriah Skypes in. And then Dom calls in while Uriah is on, and they have a conversation back and forth, talking shit, but joking, and just clowning each other the entire time. It's very similar to the Dom TJ Dillashaw back and forth. And then New York Rick joins in studio at the end with Ariel.
Oh, I watched that part, actually.
Which is good.
Yeah, I caught that. It was like 30 minutes. They were talking about, I actually like that.
Makes fun of Ariel for being a Colby mark, which I enjoyed. And they take a look back like all the old studios they ran.
Oh, no, because you make fun of Ariel, so you actually believe this bullshit? And realize that it's an act. And Ariel's like, well, I don't know if it's an act. Like, dude, how do you know it's an act?
Well, I think that ties into Chael has been shitting on Brendan for exposing the business, end quotes, by saying Colby has writers and all that shit.
I get it. It ruins the fun, except with
No,
Colby's
it doesn't, though.
Well, no,
because
listen, that's what I say. Except with Colby,
hear
it's
him
not
talk.
fun. I know, it's not fun.
Well, that too, yeah.
The only thing that's fun is just some of the reactions, the counter reactions.
Yeah, so from there, they talk about New York Ricky is actually leaving the MMA Hour as well.
Oh, wow.
So that show is still carrying on. Which we will get to in literally 2 lines of text on my notes. So Ariel signs off. He says he's... he starts bawling, right? Because he's fucking Ariel. Even though he's going to be on the air in 2 weeks from when that was recorded.
Like, dude, you're like upgrading. You're like going to ESPN.
I know. But to be fair, he's a very emotional
he's a sentimental type.
Yeah. So he does say that he is going to have a weekly show on Mondays that's internationally available for free and available for free everywhere. And that's going to be every Monday. It's going to be around the same length. It's going to be Ariel Helwani MMA Show.
Basically, with Brett Okamoto involved in some aspect.
That's what we understand at this point, yeah. And then, so for the MMA Hour, this leads me into my second can't miss for this week. Promotional Malpractice live chat. Luke Thomas announces that he's taking over as host of the MMA Hour and of the MMA Beat.
Oh, wow.
So the Monday Morning Analyst is now no longer its own show. It is now going to be a segment on the MMA Hour.
Okay.
The Professional Malpractice live chat is dead, as far as he knows, unless somebody else is going to take it over. So
is he going to literally be in the same studio that Ariel's in?
I don't know how that's going to work. I do know that he's...
Oh, because he lives in D.C.
He's going to be doing it in New York, though. So it probably will be the same studio. But I do know that he's going to still be doing big interviews, but he's also going to have a lot more discussion segments and taking calls from fans, stuff like that.
I like that.
So I think it's going to be more similar.
I almost want to call him and just fuck him saying how great Yellow Mustard is.
Oh, yeah, there will be some of that. The thing I'm worried about, though, is I don't want it to turn into a serious show, which is like fucking FM DJ bullshit, where he's like, we're talking about bring your hot takes to Thursday.
This is Luke Thomas with Sirius XM. Rush MMA.
Well, that's crazy, Candace. I can't believe you found that story.
And the guy from Wayne's World.
I just, I don't know why he does a totally different gimmick on that show, but I'm very worried that ESPN's going to get a little bit of that, MMA fighting. But hopefully that's not the case. He does say he's still going to be doing a serious show. Boo. And he said the MMA Beat is going to be off until next Thursday. Okay. So then that'll restart with him as the host. After that, he talks about the UFC moving behind the paywall, fighters starting podcasts, the World Cup.
Did you hear which fighters?
Derek Lewis. We actually tweeted out about that, saying fucking would listen to that show. So we will definitely be talking about Derek Lewis's podcast. He hinted at the past, which we've covered. But I'm glad to hear it's moving forward. And he was tweeting.
I wonder if he's going to have someone like TJ DeSantis helping him.
No, he's got his own guy.
Okay.
He's got I think it's his metal buddy who's strength and conditioning coach for him.
Oh, the guy who just headbangs?
I think so. Or somebody he's friends with is good at that stuff, so that'll be interesting.
I think I have that video saved on Instagram still where he's fake crying in the car.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But other than that, on that Luke Thomas episode, they talked about the PFL 2 card, the World Cup, and people and techniques that changed the sport. Just a good episode, and similar to Ariel's show, the reason why I feel like it's a can't miss is because shit is changing in the MMA podcast landscape in a huge way. I mean, arguably, Ariel's show is the biggest ever. That's probably...
I think so. I mean, he always has the crazy...
I would argue it's not, the most influential, but it has the biggest audience in MMA. Because everyone's opinion on... everyone's generic-ass opinion, who's a semi-casual, semi-hardcore fan, is just Ariel's opinion.
Yeah.
They just parrot that shit it's the truth. Shouts out to Connor fans. But,
BK.
yeah, oh, sorry, BK fans. That's right. That fucking Burger King. Anyway, just overall, both those shows are changing dramatically. Promotional Malpractice is no longer a thing, which I'm kind of bummed about. Barbas did make multiple appearances on the show, which is good, because I like Barbas, so...
Is it Barbas or Barnabas?
It's Barbas.
It is Barbas.
Barnabas, I think.
I'm thinking of Barabbas, fucking Eugenius Robinson. I was doing
it
some biblical on it. It's the story of Barabbas or Barnabas. Like, dude, what are you talking about? Man?
Exactly. Did you have any other can't misses this week?
No.
So my other can't miss is not one show. It's everything Between Rounds Radio did this week. Let me scroll up to the top, and I'll just list off all these fucking shows TJ put out. So, if you guys don't know, Between Rounds Radio is TJ DeSantis' Patreon page. It is $5 a week, or a month, sorry.
Was it a week?
$5 a month for access to all the content they do, including the live streams, you can call in, all that stuff. So, just this week, here's what he put out. David Bixenspan put out a daily wrap, which is like a short 10-15 minute episode where they talk about all the recent MMA events. Shannon Knapp was on to discuss Invicta 30, which is coming up. That was around a 25-minute episode. David Bixenspan did another daily wrap. Jordan Breen, Behind the Paywall with TJ DeSantis and Jeff Sherwood came out on June 19th. TJ DeSantis discussed Hot Topics with New York Rick, a.k.a. Eric Jackman. That came out on Tuesday. David Bixenspan did another daily wrap. There was a Jordan Breen show, which of course is Jordan Breen's show that he hosts, which was on the 20th. A lot of talk about Vader, who passed away this week. And TJ DeSantis also did an episode with Eddie Bravo talking about EBI 16, which is happening down here in San Diego on Sunday. That's just this week, not to count the fact that last week, or at the end of last week, they had a post-show and a pre-show for UFC 225. They also, this next week, have coming up all that content, plus another episode of Collapsed MMA, where they take a look at WEC 53. So, just the pure amount of quality content TJ DeSantis put out this week, I had to include that as a can't miss. It's a crazy $5 a month. You get probably 30 to 40 hours of podcasts for $5 a month if you subscribe. It's always the most knowledgeable people in the sport, and with TJ always just working his ass off in a crazy way.
I need to get in on that.
I highly, highly recommend people check that out, because it is very underrated. And we are going to take a piss break, because you and I both have to take a piss.
I actually don't. I just want to get another beer.
Perfect. Well, then we will take a piss break so I can piss and you can get beer.
I just need some more syrup. I need to drink some more syrup.
All right. Now that we had a piss break, did you have any new shows you checked out this week?
Fortunately, no, man. I was pretty shitty as far as when it came to listening to new content this week.
Well, you did listen to a little bit of one new show with me, actually, which was...
That's true.
The Punch Kick Chill podcast, episode 1.
I thought that was hilarious, and based on the name of the show, it was appropriate.
Yeah, so that's a show hosted by Justin Golightly and Jason Nawara, and they talked about UFC 58 GSP versus BJ Penn. It's essentially just like a Riff Tracks commentary of the fight, and they opened by saying how high they are and that shit is going to go weirdly. So they cue you up and everything for the fight, and then it's just a bunch of weird bits that start happening about aliens and about how they hope their audience is a bunch of golden retrievers.
I just like how that one guy makes that, like, I'm really high as fuck laugh. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of that. They talk about how they both get a veto per show, but they don't ever address what that means. I don't know. They talk about whether or not
they veto each other's opinions. Or
I don't know. It's up to. I couldn't figure it out.
Oh my goodness!
I know it's an inside bit. I just don't know what it's referencing.
Yeah.
They talk about whether or not this has motivated BJ Penn in that fight. They shout out Prime Bob Odenkirk in GSP's corner. Some dude looks a lot like him.
I gotta look it up now. That sounds fun.
They do mention a kind of good point that BJ might have been the last great street fighter in MMA.
Trying to think what they really mean.
Like, as a dude who's known primarily as a street fighter when he comes into the sport. Like, you don't really hear a lot about it.
If Kimbo had ascended to more like an MMA level?
Well, just like BJ...
right?
Yeah, kind of. Like, BJ was like that dude who was known for fighting dudes on the beach down in Hilo. Like,
then again, he is Hawaiian, so...
Yeah, Hilo.
No, but I'm saying, like, that's, like...
Well,
even if
right, Max Holloway,
like, you just tell me he's Hawaiian, by default, you're in a lot of street fights.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jason at one point falls into a time nexus. They make jokes about Nick Diaz saying that he's younger and younger whenever he fought.
God, these guys probably love Neil deGrasse Tyson, huh?
It was real weird. And then they do at one point say that GSP... They talk about how GSP probably thinks about the movie Jurassic Park while he's fighting. Which also...
No, you know what? The theme song just plays in his head. Dude, oh man, I need to tweet,
fail horn thing?
This out.
Yeah.
If he goes to 155, however he fight, because he wants to fight a contender, which is dope, please be his fucking walkout song. Oh my god.
That would be great. Also, we need to address a great tragedy within our ranks, Chris. We have a listener under the name of Judo Bill who has never seen the movie Jurassic Park.
What?
That's
how old is this guy? He's at least
he's older than us. We'll put it that way.
He just must be scared of T-Rex or something.
That or Velociraptor.
Something. He's scared of dinosaurs. Like,
I'm assuming.
Like, damn, dude. Like, I remember when I was a little kid. Like, the fucking corny ass ride would give me a scare sometimes. You're like, the T-Rex pops out. Like,
I don't think he's scared of it.
Kid.
I think he thinks it's probably trash.
I mean, you could have whatever opinion, but I feel like the original film was like legitimately a decent film.
It's super okay,
it's great,
right?
Yeah.
Dude,
especially the fucking effects in 1993.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, amazing.
It was like, super okay. It holds up super well.
Sure, The Lost World, the second one was whatever. The fact that it was in San Diego is fucking sick, because I saw it recently. I actually forgot about that. That was actually kind of badass. And it kind of gave me anxiety. Like, wait, dinosaur in San Diego. Oh, shit.
Shouts out to the Natural History Museum, which I slept in when I was a Boy Scout as a kid. Hey, Judo Bill, shouts out to how young I am.
By the way, if dinosaurs actually did come here, I do feel like SeaWorld would be one of the first places they would attack because of all the fish. And mammals, right? SeaWorld?
I mean, would you want to eat dying fish?
They're
not known to be healthy down there. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, either ways, I remember Jurassic Park 3 was really bad. Jurassic World, the first one, was okay, and then the new one,
stopped.
I don't know.
I don't do these kinds of 18 Jurassic Park kind of.
To be fair, did I tell you I have Movie Pass now, and it's
fucking
sick.
Is it?
Yeah, I gotta go see Solo, man. Like, it's weird. People are so divided on that. It's like, I want to go fucking get an opinion too. It's either you like it or you don't. It's like, well,
yeah,
I might as well do. I might as well just go see like every movie. Like, just take a week off, like a piece of shit, and I don't know, get my money's worth.
Right. Well, anyway, this is our appeal to Judo Bill. Judo Bill, what are you doing?
Please, just see the original. That's it. Just see the original.
That, or eventually we're going to get Judo Bill to do a commentary of Jurassic Park with us, where he is miserable the entire time because he hates dinosaurs and GSP. So, sorry, I just felt the need to publicly shame Judo Bill.
Now I know that GSP needs to walk out to the theme, the John Williams Jurassic Park theme, and please get sponsored by some sort of dinosaur something. Just or illegally put like a little patch of a T-Rex on his fucking fight kit. Something. You just gotta do it.
Yeah.
Or no, the greatest thing he could do during weigh-ins would be those goofy T-Rex inflatable fucking costumes where he runs around like, like the head goes
just he would never do that.
But he would never do that. Yeah, but you know how ridiculous that'd be?
That would be really
They're like, George, St. Pierre, and some motherfucker in that suit just comes in like, what the fuck is going on?
So dumb. Jesus. Alright, well, so that was Punch, Kick, Chill, episode 1, which I recommend checking out. It's super funny. Some other shows I listened to that were new: MMA Circus, episode 168 with Nick Baldwin and guest host Wes Riddle. Nick is super Canadian, and also evidently he's younger than 18 since he's graduating high school this weekend.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, good for him, man. He already has a podcast.
That has 168 episodes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Dude's also super knowledgeable.
Fuck, what was I doing when I was, before I was 18? I wasn't doing shit.
I don't think I was on podcasts. I was just talking to podcast hosts.
I think realistically, podcasts have only been a thing since, 2004 or some shit? I don't even know.
Yeah, Corolla and then was, 06.
I would literally guess, early 2000s.
It's 5, 6 was, kind of when they started.
Bill Burr evidently said, 05, right? On his podcast.
It's 05.
I think 05 is when, it really started.
Yeah,
but then I remember
there's, weird in-betweens where some...
Bill's something, you get some guy, bro, I've been doing it since 1993.
Well, that's the thing, is, you could put out audio files on the internet before that, which wasn't an RSS feed. Yeah. So, and do you count, KLSX, where it was Adam Carolla's morning show was available digitally?
It's
since
let's
it's
be
that
honest.
Count.
Nowadays, you can just
Loveline was
your
available
digital
online.
recorder on your smartphone, record yourself talking about anything, and it's a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great. That's what's great about I get it, But.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you're listening to one. I don't know what that segue was.
Fourth wall?
Yeah. I break through the fourth wall like Colby Covington.
Meta, bro.
Bro, who'd you meet?
Yeah.
That's my Colby Covington impression. So, also on this podcast... Oh, Nick also evidently has a podcast called... that does card previews, which is called Before the Battle. I'm going to check that out. I've heard Nick Baldwin on Zane's show before, on one of the... either on a vivisection... No, I think it was a 6th round... No, I think it was 6th round fight show, which is the after cards. He was the 6th round. I think it was Nick was on that one of those. But they talk a lot about week 2 of Contender Series and then giving out 4 out of 5 contracts. Nick argues that Springer should have gotten a contract also, which I agree with. Super high on Matt Sales out of Alliance.
Yeah, shouts out to them.
Yeah, which we will talk about here in the next break. And then just talk about the Singapore card being kind of underwhelming, rather. And Peter Yan, stuff like that. PFL 2, take some listener questions. And then the other show that I listened to that was a new show is Evil Eddie and James McSweeney Show, episode 1. James McSweeney was a former UFC fighter. He was on Tough 10. Okay. And Evil Eddie is a writer and dude who's been around for a while. They're doing the show twice a month on YouTube, and they're asking for show names currently. James talks about his history in MMA, being on Tough 10, living in Thailand, that kind of stuff. There is some cheesy sound effects, which is kind of annoying. It's like fucking applause when someone mentions the name of a gym that they train at or some shit like that. Or cheesy shit like that, but whatever. It's their first episode. James talks about what the UFC summits are like and how TV deals bumped up sponsorship money. Guys coming back out of retirement, CM Punk. He did call CM Punk the retarded cousin of Brock Lesnar. He shits on a lot of people in this episode. He shits on Matt Mitrione a lot. He shits on, because he lost to Matt Mitrione, I believe, in Tough, or he didn't like him during Tough. One of those.
Probably both.
So, but James has fought in KSW, I think even Bellator, UFC. So he's been around.
I was gonna say, speaking of sound effects, even though it would be a hindrance on your part as far as editing. Every time we mention BK, you just have a soundbite of home of the Whopper.
Yeah, that's exhausting. How about we just never mention him, and then
or
we won't
instead
ever
of just
have to
something
do
we
that.
censor it, someone's going Burger King. You just hear a soundbite of just some asshole going Burger King.
The problem is that we
just
would have
when
to...
you do a G6.
Yeah, but that how much longer those take? Anything with G6 on it, since I say his name so much, it takes an extra 4 hours to put out. It's
because another point is, if we want to talk about another fighter like Big Mac, it's not like you're going to be Big Mac.
Right. Oh, boy. So those are the main ones.
Excuse me, almost BK.
That's right.
That's right.
So those are the new shows and everything I listened to. Is there anything else you wanted to shout out that you heard that you thought was good?
Heavy Hands was good.
Yes. Yeah, actually, we should shout out Heavy Hands 215 will be our next break, where they talked about the 225 card. And their episode 216 was also good, where they talk about Edward Cerrone and how Pat's convinced Cerrone is going to take it, which surprised me.
The only ones I listened to, a little bit of the Hammer MMA, and then for some reason I wouldn't download it anymore, but it was decent. I haven't listened to them in a long time. Other only shout out I have is Verbal Tap MMA Comedy. That's a new show. I'd never listened to it before, actually. Just realized that there's these guys that are very good friends. Adam Hunter hence the name Tap MMA Comedy.
I've heard of it. I've never listened to it.
My favorite part about it was what they enjoyed doing is they made a meme about BK, which made fun of the fan who held a sign outside of the courthouse a couple weeks ago in New York saying,
that guy,
the champ does whatever the fuck he wants.
Right.
They made a meme about that, which triggered a lot of BK fans.
Oh, I probably saw that
The
then.
most common response they got is BK fans claiming they're the, in quotes, most intelligent of all MMA fans.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. They're the brightest.
And then they talked
They're
about...
parrots.
Yeah.
And we all know how smart
and
parrots
they talked
are.
about Colby's comments on MMA Roasted a couple weeks ago where he calls out Gary Tonin and other BJJ dorks. Then they had grappler John Calistine talk about BJJ and past opponents. So it was funny. Those guys are pretty hilarious.
Cool. I'll have to check that out. It actually sounds pretty good. No other ones I wanted to mention. Joe Rogan MMA Show episode 31 had Daniel Strauss and Joe Schilling on it. That was really good.
Joe's going back to MMA, right? Joe Schilling is?
Yeah, going back to MMA. He's been training a lot with Mickey Gall, who lives with Eve Edwards currently.
That's interesting.
So, that was pretty good. MMA Roadshow episode 169 was fantastic. They recorded it live at Buffalo Wild Wings in Vegas.
Oh, was that the one that was on the 14th? I did listen to that.
No, I didn't listen to that
the
one.
19th
I listened to one from today, actually.
Excuse me. Oh, okay, because the older episode I listened to, he was at Buffalo Wild Wings as well, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe he was previewing next week, or today's episode.
Well, that makes sense if they would be in Vegas last week. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Since there was no card or anything. Oh, but yeah, on Roadshow 169, they had PFL on in the background since they asked them to put it on. They did mention that they met with UFC execs and they talked about future plans for their show and how they can integrate more with Contender Series and stuff like that, because they're big fans of Contender Series, which they do talk a lot about on the show since John's always down there since he lives in Vegas. He's at all the Contender Series shows and used to always do all the press scrums with Dana after. They did mention the meeting that was supposed to happen with Conor and Dana fell through again for the second time.
Yeah, I just want to get this out of the way now. There's the whole talks of 229, I'll say his name, Conor.
Oh, I
versus,
did, on accident.
I don't care, because we're talking about a fight, So Conor versus...
Theoretically.
Yeah, right. The odds of that happening, I'd say, are good, because he'll probably get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
And it's a winnable fight for both guys. It's winnable in the fact that Conor's very violent in the first round. He could pretty much knock probably anyone out in that division. Maybe.
Yeah.
Not anyone, but you know what I mean.
Anyone not named Diaz.
I was going to say, yeah, or maybe even Habib, considering how fucking good his chin is against
It'll be
Barboza.
interesting for sure.
Who knows? God, I'd love to see Kevin Lee, though, fight one of those guys, too. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Let's see. Oh, and then they play an interview with Jake Matthews and make their main card picks. They also are going to be our second clip of the show on our second break, so you will get to hear that, where John Morgan does a bit, but he couldn't get anyone to edit it because it was such a dumb bit. So he, for video, so it's just, gonna live on that podcast. But it's funny enough, and it's related to this weekend's card that I want to play it because I laughed. Submission Radio 161 was good. Let's see. Tai Tuivasa calls in, talks about his win and being in Singapore for Tyson's fight. Stipe calls in, talk about Tough and fighting DC. And Stipe does have a Twitch channel, evidently.
Yeah, I actually watched him last night after work.
I didn't know he had one.
He was playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, he's a big COD and...
And I watched Stephen Thompson has a Twitch channel. I was watching him play PUBG.
Yeah. See, well, because he's a Weidman guy, so,
yeah, I mean,
they all love that shit.
He actually, Stipe is also on...
Actually, because of Volante.
Or no, he must be on Xbox just generally, because he probably just plays... Because that's how he plays PUBG, but I remember, like I said before, Wonder Boy would say, "Oh, I'm going to be on PC soon." So I don't know if he switched over to PC now.
I know. Weidman likes Counter-Strike and stuff. So
yeah,
but pretty interesting. Morning Wood Show episode 51.
That's right. I saw a thing about that. I gotta catch
also Dave Meltzer. Sorry, was on Submission Radio. Morning Wood Show episode 51 was good. They talk about the Looking for a Fight episode with Colby. In Cabo. Talk about the Looking for a Fight episode in Cabo. Tyron addresses Colby. Tyron talks about Colby winning the Boo Boo belt, as he keeps calling it.
Let me guess, he talked about Colby's sister sliding into his DMs?
Oh, he didn't talk about that. That happened after, but he did say, it's a shame I got to body dudes from American Top Team. Because he has to win over Robbie, and now he has to kill Colby.
Fair point.
He says he wants Colby off the team after he beats his ass.
I mean, that won't happen, but okay.
Yeah, and Colby...
I'm just saying,
well,
like, his
might
fucking
be.
manager is Dan Lambert.
Yeah, but Tyron's had conversations with Dan Lambert. It's like, listen, this gimmick is going a little far.
If anything, Dan would just, like, say, okay, dude, your gimmick is over.
Yeah.
And, like, literally, that's literally what happened. Colby's like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, literally, yeah. Like, okay.
Tyron starts talking mad
Which
shit.
is probably actually what's going to happen.
Maybe.
Well.
Tyron starts talking mad shit, saying that he wants to fine Colby $10,000 every time he tries to touch his leg for a double leg.
I saw that regurgitated on Reddit.
Yeah, Tyron does a film coming out at the end of June called Escape Plan 2,
Yep.
which we might have to do a commentary for
The
eventually.
first one, or maybe the first one?
I don't know if anybody's
fun.
in the first one.
Oh, yeah. Then there's no point. You know, I'm going to look it up right now.
We'll see. And then they talk about Tyron being in the Fortnite tourney at E3 and how bad he is. How bad is he? Did you see this?
Yes. So, I'll just say this. All the pros, I guess, whatever. Really
Right, because
good
there's pros
gamers,
and...
they're all using mouse keyboard, of course.
Of course.
Guess what Tyron was using?
A
A
fucking...
PlayStation controller.
I was going to say a phone.
And his teammate was... Who was his teammate? Some really good PC guy. Can't remember his name. He's like a top 5 player. I don't know, right? Because they want to pair the guys who don't know how to play with someone who's good.
Yep.
And he was just like, I remember like in an interview, he was like, "Yeah, man, my boy here, whatever his name is, just like this." He's like, "I can't do that." So I remember at one point he said he did try using mouse and keyboard. He's like, "Dude, I can't hang. This is fucked."
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse was on there. He did pretty well.
Mighty Mouse plays a shitload
Yeah,
of
he actually
Fortnite
did pretty well. Sean O'Malley got a
Sean
second
O'Malley
place one
plays a
game.
fuckload.
He didn't do great. His pro teammate
Right.
is this Dutch kid named Kinstar. I guess he's like
Yeah,
top 3
he's
in the world.
he's like the
it's
number
him,
one.
the ninja guy, and some other dude are the best. I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember the other guy's name. I can't remember his name. Gatal. Oh, it was Mighty Mouse's teammate. That's why they did so well. He had like the second best player in the world on his team, and ended up winning one of the games.
Plus, those are three
I don't even like Fortnite that much, but it was entertaining because I got to see people that you kind of recognize.
Those are also 3 dudes who are able to hang well enough to stay alive for their teammate.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, DJ and Mighty Mouse, or DJ and Sean.
The dude, that ninja guy who's like the best in the world, his partner was that DJ Marshmallow, who apparently is really good at the game too. And some celebrities are into that, like Paul George from the fucking OKC Thunder was playing that shit.
People are into it,
I was like, oh shit. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty dope. I'm not surprised Tyron did poorly.
Yeah, I would like that game a lot more if I played it on PC because of the building.
Yeah,
it's just not optimized on console.
Controller.
Yeah.
Let's see. CME did announce that they're going to have their Patreon book club episode Friday the 13th of July, where they're talking about Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell's books, which sounds hilarious. And then the only other stuff I have is some news. We mentioned Ariel's new ESPN show. Starts on Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific on Twitter. It's going to be the same length. New York Rick is going to be on an MMA show in the future, but he has nothing to announce yet, which he mentioned on TJ DeSantis' podcast. Luke Thomas, as we mentioned, announced that he's going to be the new host of the MMA Hour starting on Monday, and it is only going to be from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific. 2-hour show.
Wait, who's this?
Luke Thomas, and new MMA Hour is only 2 hours long.
I guess that's probably for...
I'm a big fan of that.
I like him. I mean, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, no, I like the new length difference. Derek Lewis is starting a new podcast we talked about. The next Collapsed MMA episode from TJ DeSantis and Jordan Breen is going to be on WEC 53, and I hope, fingers crossed, that episode comes out this week. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships is back on August 25th, which is pretty dope.
Oh, dude,
that first card was cool.
Out of that. That was neat.
EBI 16 this weekend down in San Diego is sold out as far as general admission, but there's some higher up tickets still available. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make it to that since it's out in La Mesa.
We will be at the Del Mar Fair.
We're going to be at the Summerfest event at the Del Mar Fair on Sunday. Fights happening at 12, 3, and 5 Pacific. And hopefully we'll see Matt Hawkins from the MMA community down there, I'm pretty sure.
I was going to say, if we want, should we have, like, live video footage for our Twitter, like showing us there? I don't
Yeah,
know
we can do that.
Might as well.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see where we get like how close up we can get.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'll bring my camera.
Maybe
and
we'll
shit
just
too
stream it.
So everyone, for our website, we'll have some dope ass photos and coverage. And
Yeah,
I know I've said this a million times. I'm gonna write an article. No, you're not. I really will, because I'm gonna actually fucking cover my experience at watching these fights.
right. We'll also have a gallery.
And say right now, I'm actually writing an article about my experience at 226, because that's probably be fucking mind blowing.
Yeah, both those would be dope.
Yeah.
So
Gonna do that.
Yeah, we'll also have a gallery on the like we have linked on the bottom of the show from last year, the 2017 one. If you guys want to go look at it, we have it in the description for the episode. We'll have we'll swap that out with 18 starting next week, and should be good. Or 2018. Forget what the actual number on the card was. Calvin Kattar. Oh, I forgot to mention Calvin Kattar befriending a bird was our intro.
Dude, that's like the weirdest.
It was the happiest. Yeah. It was the happiest
basically,
thing
it's just
I saw.
the bird like saying "feed me," and then basically he feeds it a worm. I don't know where he got the worm.
I don't know where
think
he got the worm.
He just found a worm. He gives it to the bird, and the bird's like, "Oh fuck, this dude's gonna give me food. Let me just live here now." And then cut to he bought a cage for the fucking bird.
Yeah.
I think it was a robin that it was. Like I think it had a red
because
chest,
he was calling it Robin.
Yeah, I think it had like a red chest.
So it's hilarious and very endearing. And after all the sad shit that was happening on Twitter this week,
what's his name? Was unofficial name gonna be like fucking Calvin Robin Kattar or some shit?
That would be great,
Birdman.
dude. I hope he starts
Birdman.
coming out to the fucking Bob Marley song.
Oh yeah,
fucking Two Little Birds.
Or Three Little Birds.
Yeah, however many birds. Fucking I can't count. Let's see. Josh Gross has been on a tear about eliminating weight cutting, and I'm starting to be on board. Like, hydration testing is a problem. Like, it should just be a thing by now.
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
100%.
Machida signed with Bellator, which is fucking wild. I did not see that coming.
I'm trying to think who they can match him up against.
Makes sense though, because Scott Coker probably loves Machida, coming from a traditional karate background.
Yeah, fuck. You know what? They'll probably just be dumb enough to just match up against Rafael Carvalho. Like, fuck it, 2 Brazilians.
Jesus, that'd be crazy. Brendan,
I was gonna say real quick, Linton Vassell moving up to heavyweight, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder what that'll look like. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
Brendan and Chael have a new pissing match about Joe, quote-unquote, exposing the business by saying Chael has writers on the air. Or not Chael, sorry, Colby has writers on the air. Which, fucking, who cares? And we already publicly shamed Judo Bill about having never seen Jurassic Park.
It's just
which
like...
I'm still... Bro,
Okay,
I tried to talk him into it.
Off topic. What's another movie, depending how... I guess, yes, it depends how fucking old you are, right? But... if you're born in the early 1990s, late 80s, right? What's a movie do you think that if you haven't seen, what the fuck? For me, E.T., 100% is one of them. Like, you have to have seen
Lebowski.
Wayne's World. Has to, come on.
Wayne's World.
You've got to have seen Wayne's World. Bill and Ted. Come on.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah, you know, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
see, I have weird taste in movies. That's the problem.
Oh,
Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
If you're going to go 80s, gotta go Breakfast Club, Say Anything.
Yeah, 16 Candles, whatever.
Yeah, anything John Hughes ever was involved in.
Planes and Automobiles.
I'll also add Clerks to the early 90s
Clerks,
one.
great Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Mallrats, any of that stuff.
Mallrats is so underrated. I fucking love Mallrats.
And then, like, you go into sci-fi, obviously you have the Terminator 1 and 2, the only 2 Terminator films that exist. You get Matrix. Everyone's seen the Matrix, though. I would hope. I would hope. You know what? Knowing Judo Bill, he probably hasn't even seen the Matrix.
I don't know. Judo Bill's...
But he likes fighting, so how do you not see... Like, there's some fight... Like, martial arts.
Matrix.
But you know what I mean? It's fake fighting. It's fake fighting. Yeah.
But he has... You know what I mean? Wait, hold on. We've just realized Judo Bill has seen Supreme Champion. Is that the name of that fucking stuff in modern movie? God. He's seen that, but
what was the one with that goofy Brazilian guy? Never Surrender. God damn.
Right.
Remember with Foconahee?
Dude, but he's seen Supreme Champion, but never seen Jurassic Park. Judo Bill, what are we doing? All right, well, we will wrap this segment here. This segment is sponsored by Jurassic Park and Judo Bill. Never shall the twain meet.
I know what he's definitely probably seeing. He's probably seeing, like, all 8 or 9 Fast and Furious movies if he's never seen
I bet he's never seen one of them.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right, Judo Bill, let us know how many Fast and Furious
I'm just going to
movies
start
have you seen?
tweeting out like a poll. Which films do you,
know
think
what?
Judo Bill's
Actually,
never seen?
What, you want to make a bet right now whether or not he's seen it? We'll make a
Well,
booze
he
bet.
could just lie, but you know what I mean. I'm not saying he's a liar, but you know what I mean.
Right, but which one of us do you think he wants to drink more? I don't think there's a...
Based on what happened to you a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, I did get hammered.
Then he's probably like, wait, I don't think I've ever seen the co-host other Chris. I kind of want this motherfucker to drink too.
No, you got hammered on a one or two commentaries.
Yeah, but like as far as like a picture of me being like, hey, you know.
Oh, that's true. You haven't been chugging Popov on Twitter like I have. Let's see.
I'm not as daring.
Do you think he's seen a Fast and the Furious movie?
100%. 100 fucking percent.
I say 0%.
Zero how?
If you haven't seen
even the first one,
no, maybe he's seen a clip, but I guarantee from start to finish he hasn't seen.
If he hasn't seen the Fast and Furious, then that means there's no way he's seen Gone in 60 Seconds, which is 100 times better in every shitty way. You know what I mean? Like, dude, that's always.
See, I think he might have seen that.
Yeah, it's Nicolas Cage. Because if that movie's on, I will watch that movie every time. I don't give a fuck.
Well, now we know. Next week one of us will be taking a shot of awful booze.
Yeah.
Depending on whether or not Judo Bill, the homie, has seen
any of the
Fast and the Furious movies, and I mean from start to finish. I don't mean a clip.
Yeah, you can't, or like half, like no, like
the
I
whole,
passed out half an hour. You gotta see that fucking movie all the way through. Yeah.
So we will see how that goes. That's a weird bet. I didn't see that one coming, but I'm excited for it. So we will be back actually in here in just a minute. And we will break down the UFC 225 card as well as talk a little bit about the Contender Series, which has been fucking fantastic. Also, we did shout out early in the episode PFL, the Pizza Fun League, which has been a blast and is my new favorite Thursday thing to do. So, shouts out to that. But on this break, have fun listening to Heavy Hands talk about how many people in the audience could beat up CM Punk.
Okay, I only have one question about this that I want to get out of the way.
Yeah.
How many people in the crowd of that fight do you think could have beaten CM Punk? So there were 18,000 people there. What is your over-under on number of people in the audience? Because this includes fighters who were there hanging out. It includes people who seriously train, referees.
Okay, let's see. CM Punk is...
Mick Maynard.
He's billed at 6'2". That is laughable. What's his actual height?
Probably
like 5'10".
5'11", maybe.
Okay, so he's about average height. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Say 40% of the audience. 40% of the audience is taller than him. So all of them.
I would guess, really and honestly, that there were probably 200 people in the audience who could have beaten CM Punk in a fight.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's probably true. Anyone who's a really experienced street or bar fighter could have really hung in there with him. No joke.
That's leaving aside like the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belts who just train regularly and are hanging out in the audience.
True.
All right, we are back. That was a fucking hilarious clip of Conor Rebush and Pat Lyman discussing how many people in the audience they think CM Punk could be beat by at UFC 225.
Yeah, cue to me showing you that clip for the movie Leon the Professional with Gary Oldman shouting, "Everyone!"
It's pretty great. So we were going to get into our breakdown of... our recap quickly of UFC 225. We'll also talk about the Contender Series briefly, since a lot of this was from a while back, so we'll breeze through it. But man, that Yoel Romero Robert Whittaker fight was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was fucking bananas, as Tom Segura would say.
So how'd you have it scored? Because I had it. Okay, I had it 48-47.
If I'm completely honest,
I had it 48-47 Whittaker.
If I'm completely honest, I scored a shit a draw because I gave Yoel 10-8 for round 5.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's how I scored it 47-47. I cannot.
Or 48-48.
No, it'd be 47-47.
No, because they both lost 2. And they
Either
both
way,
had
I
10-10.
scored it a draw.
Yeah.
I can't see giving the Yoel a win. It's either Bobby Knuckles, in my opinion, via 48-47 or a draw.
He won 3 rounds.
I scored
Pride,
a draw.
Pride scoring, he totally won. Yoel totally won in Pride scoring, but that's not how it works.
But yeah,
over
for
here.
me, it's either a draw or Bobby Knucks.
Just because those first 2 were so clear, right? Like, and the fourth was very close, but I had it Bobby Knuckles just off of the one shot that the announcers yelled out that really hurt Bobby. Didn't really hurt him that bad. It looked like he was more off balance and actually rocked by it, and he was just coming back with volume the entire time. So
But yeah, I scored it 1-2 for Bobby Knucks, and then round 3, and then 5 at 10-8 to give it a draw.
or one of those a 10-8.
Yeah, round 5 is a 10-8.
Right. Yeah, crazy fight though, right?
Yeah, the only thing I didn't appreciate was Joe kept instigating rubber match when it's like, Joe, a rubber match is when it's
Means
1-1.
1-on-1, yeah. Joe gets overly excited.
He really wanted Yoel to win. I'm not saying he was biased.
Well, not only that, but I bet you someone in his ear said that. Like,
oh, like they said...
somebody in his ear from the Fox, from whoever does, like one of the producers mentioned, ask about a rematch.
God damn it.
And then Joe just immediately said rubber match because third fight. Because when Joe clarified, he even said, like, oh yeah, well, a rubber match is when you have 3 fights.
Yeah.
Joe, that's not what that means. Fucking going 3-0 against someone does not make the third fight a rubber match.
I don't want to say I would not want to see him fight again because I'm sure it'd be just as good as this second fight.
I would, but I don't want to see him fight again for a long time.
At this point, Yoel has to go up in weight.
Yeah, just like Mackenzie Dern should be, even though she is not required to.
Yeah, Big Mac. Yeah,
she magically has an exemption.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's upsetting.
Yeah, it sure is. Speaking of upsetting, there was a co-main event. The funnest part of the co-main event was how thick Masvidal was looking in Colby's corner.
I'll say this.
You see how thick Masvidal looked?
He looked pretty big.
That dude's on that Big Mac diet
I'll
again.
just say this. I very much enjoyed the co-main event. I thought it was technical from both fighters. RDA.
Great fight. Disappointing outcome.
You know what? I'm not disappointed only because Tyron is going to be on a great platform. It's a great opportunity for Tyron Woodley.
And I don't hate Colby like everyone else.
No, I don't hate him at all.
I just hate the gimmicks. Like, it's so boring and played out.
It's stupid as shit.
But like, it got him where he's at. So like, I'm not mad at it.
And he's legit. He's the number 2 welterweight in the world. You can argue Rory whatever, but if you want to say
I didn't pick against Colby for a long time on this show because I've generally been a fan of his style because he's got that fucking pressure, top control. Also, let's address Joe Rogan. I think 4 different times compared him to a Diaz brother on this show.
Oh yeah,
specifically Nate. Dude means Daniel Cormier. He's a pressure fighter with that'll put out volume and walk you to the cage.
And I was very impressed.
Cormier or Kane,
I was very
not
impressed
Diaz.
with Colby's dirty boxing and clinch work.
Colby looked good. Colby didn't. I still gave this fight 48-47.
How did you gave it to RDA? Really?
No, sorry, Colby.
I was gonna say really, wow, because I'll be clear, I don't see how you give that to RDA.
No, sorry, I meant 48-47 Colby.
Yes, that's exactly how it's.
The problem is,
I'll be honest, I don't see how you give that fight to RDA. I really don't.
No.
And I watched that like twice. I swear, I don't see how you give that to RDA.
No, like I
really
definitely
don't.
had the first round for RDA, but it was pretty close.
Yeah.
The second round I had for Colby barely via volume. Third I had for Colby via volume more clearly. Fourth was definitely RDA, and then the last round
for me
I
is
gave
1
to
and
Colby.
4, and that's it. The other 2, 3, and 5 clearly Colby Covington. It was volume. He had
2 was kind of close.
There was a couple rounds where it was clearly.
But 3
Colby,
and 5 were pretty.
5,
clearly.
the championship round is when RDA kind of had a second win.
Yeah, and RDA did have his ear almost ripped off
he had to
in
get
the first
busted,
10 seconds of that fight. That was the very first exchange of that fight. His ear starts bleeding right after. It's like literally 7 to 10 seconds.
He probably just got fucking just banged on the back of his...
Well, no, it was a takedown attempt where he rushed him against the cage, and I'm guessing his ear or his shoulder pulled
against the
on
cage?
RDA. No, I'm guessing his shoulder pulled on RDA's ear, and RDA has so much scar tissue and stuff. It just ripped open.
Oh man!
But yeah, there's some nasty pictures out there.
I saw it. Yeah, the stitches and all that.
But yeah, really dominant.
But yeah, I'll come for this fight.
From
Colby Covington's a very legit championship,
as he always
fighter.
has been.
It's because I don't want to say casuals because we like calling casuals, but a lot of people who are new to MMA don't like wrestling and grappling because it's not as exciting as stand-up. I mean, yes, I think it's not a bad point.
I think Colby also got too much credit for just holding against the cage.
Yeah.
But he still won 3 of those rounds via striking.
Striking looked improved to me, dude.
You can tell he's been hanging out with Masvidal.
Yeah.
Because he's starting to get that Masvidal volume pressure.
Dude, his striking looked pretty fucking good.
His boxing, and he's throwing crazy kicks.
Dude, his feints looked okay. His head movement wasn't that bad. He had some... well, it wasn't as bad as it was
in
against
spurts,
Vale. Yeah. The thing is,
his kicking
he has the
better.
benefit of being an ATT.
Yeah.
Because he said he trained with Dustin Poirier, too, who has fantastic boxing as well. So he's got a lot
of Brazilians.
Yeah. Like he says...
Ironically.
It's like, you already know, his teammates are going to help him. They don't give a fuck about the whole filthy animals thing, because they know it's not real.
But Dean Thomas...
Some of them are mad, yes.
Dean Thomas is officially no longer
helping him out
with Colby, because he's retiring.
I mean, yeah.
Like, there's now officially a divide on that team for the next however long after that fight. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Other fights that went similar, I believe. So we both had Bobby. We both had Bobby. I had him be a TKO. But I didn't know Yoel was a superhuman going into that fight.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't expect Bobby to break his hand, because if he didn't break it in the first...
And he broke his foot?
It looked like it, right?
Yeah.
Off one of those kicks, he kept tapping against the back of his other foot. Or back of his other leg.
Yeah, we talked about the Coney. We both had RDA.
Megan Anderson versus Holly Holm.
So I had Megan based on the volume of pressure. However, how impressed were you with Holly Holm's grappling?
Not.
Well,
I was
in
impressed.
comparison, based on where she comes from.
I was impressed. However, I kind of knew Megan Anderson didn't have great grappling.
Yeah. Based on.
Hence why I.
To Cindy Danwell.
Well, I talked. There's 2 things in that fight that I figured is number one, Holly Holm's real good at holding people against the cage, and Megan Anderson does not have the grappling ability to deal with that. Number 2, I thought that Megan Anderson was going to leave her chin up in the air and throw dumb volume a lot more than she did, because I thought Holly Holm was just going to step off left-hander the entire fight, and then also just put her against the cage. But it turns out Megan Anderson is so goddamn big and throws so... She's very quick for her size. She clipped Holly Holm bad in that first round to open it. That knee was very nasty, in which Holly flailed for a second and then immediately clinched her against the cage and started winning every part of that fight for the next, whatever it was, 12 minutes.
So
less than that. More than that. It was
But yeah, 13, either way, as far as where Holly Holm goes next, I don't see why you don't have her fight
I do. Because what's her record look like, bro?
Oh, yeah. It is pretty...
Marion Renault is more qualified.
Well, the winner...
Caitlin Vieira.
Okay. Be honest.
I know. Who makes money?
Oh, no, not that. Who would win right now between Caitlin Vieira and Holly Holm? I know Vieira's...
Caitlin Vieira. She would choke her out.
Yeah. I don't know, but dude, based on that Zingano fight, Caitlin Vieira's stand-up looked fucking bad.
So great.
It's weird.
Great point,
I'm
though.
only bringing that up, though. Her stand-up looked fucking bad.
So how good would Marion... First off, Marion Renault's looked incredible.
Oh,
really.
Yeah.
I say you do Marion Renault.
She's fighting Kat, right?
Right. Winner of Marion Renault, Kat Zingano, gets Amanda. Kat already has a win over Amanda.
So she'll have a confidence.
Marion Renault has a win over the person who has a win over Amanda if she wins. And then you set up Holly versus Caitlin Vieira. Because that tests Holly's round game.
I'm just saying right now,
I'm
taking Holly Holm against Caitlin Vieira. This is the thing. And listen to me. And you know me. I take grapplers over. I take grapplers over strikers But dude, based on just the setups from Ketlin Vieira, how sloppy on the feet she was, I'm not saying Holly Holm, she's okay in the clinch against the fence. Yes, she probably would get... Realistically, she would get wrestled fought by Ketlin Vieira, but dude, I feel like she would fucking catch Ketlin Vieira in some...
Possible.
I don't know.
It depends on how
I
how
just
the fight
am
plays
not
out.
confident at all in
But I think those are the fights to make, though.
But yeah, that division's interesting. Realistically, I don't think anyone beats Amanda Nunes. Except Cyborg. Maybe. That's a good fight. I think it's a close fight.
I still think Amanda probably beats Cyborg.
I think so too, yeah.
But I think it's more of... It depends on how Amanda's able to implement the clinch. So I think the clinch is the secret to that fight against Cyborg, as Holly Holm showed.
Either way, Holly Holm said she's going to go between divisions, which is fine, at least as long as you keep the featherweight division active, too.
And also, like, fuck it, dude. Why not? You're doing well in both divisions. Well, you're doing well
right.
in one division, and you're doing okay in the other division.
Credit to her. She's still in good shape, you know. I mean, keep
she's
fighting.
improving as a motherfucker, too. Like, she's much better on the ground.
I mean, shit,
yeah. So,
what do you think about the fight between Arlovsky and Taito Iwasa? I saw
it's
some
close.
I saw some people say, "Oh, Arlovsky should have got the nod." Was it split or was it unanimous?
It was unanimous, from what I
Okay.
understand. I had it.
I think I gave it to Ty, 29-28. I can't remember.
Yeah, I had Ty 30-27. It was very close though in the second round. I think it was the closest one, but I really thought Ty won. The only thing was Ty was marked up more.
Yeah,
but like you can't really count that because people get cut differently. So I don't really factor in cuts that big into fights unless they're crazy cuts.
It was funny the way that you said that. Like, I feel like I could hear some casual like, "Bro, people get paper cuts." You know what I mean? So
Exactly, bro. But yeah, that second round was extremely close. I gave it to Ty. It could have gone either way. But I definitely had Ty in the first because he dropped Arlovsky late.
I gave him 1 and 3. I scored a second for Arlovsky based on memory.
Yeah, and
it was
Arlovsky's chin is fucking insane.
Oh, I was surprised he actually kind of lived.
Dude, some of those shots that both those dudes took were ridiculous. So, really impressive. I'm surprised Arlovsky didn't push more of a wrestling game.
Yeah. I'll say this, since we're going to mention this.
Oh, God, are we at the circus?
At 1 minute. It's all going to take, or less than that. So, I'm mad at myself only because why did I have Thriller by sub? Was I just saying that for fun?
No, you wouldn't have been wrong, really. He's a better jiu-jitsu player, clearly. I had him by TKO, which
should have happened in round 1. If he didn't want to be an asshole and fuck around.
See, I don't know how much he was fucking around versus playing safe.
Besides looking at the lights and going like this.
That was looking at the timer.
Well, it almost looked like he was like, "Oh, let me just hit you, not looking at you."
Well, he was looking at the fucking...
I know he was, but it also looked like he was just fucking around.
Yeah, no, it for sure did. But also, so what?
Oh, yeah, that fight was meaningless to me. There was at one point in the fight where like, could CM Punk comically maybe catch him in a triangle? Obviously not.
I love that.
I would have laughed. Oh, if he would have caught him in like a triangle, that would have been comedy.
Well, also, especially when you see his triangle setups.
I know, but you see why I'm saying it'd be comedy. Literally, comedy.
I mean, it's one of those things where, I saw dudes like Gabe Killian. Shouts out to, I forget the name of his hot chicken restaurant out in L.A. He has the one that's okay. He's a comic. He's a funny dude. But he's on Twitter talking about, I got inside info that CM Punk is going to win this fight. And I was like, the whole time leading up to it, I wanted to tweet to him and be like, what the fuck kind of shit inside info do you have? But I was like, dude, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he secretly is very good and everyone at that gym is being honest. Other than Ben Askren, who always like jokingly says, "Yeah, no, he's doing better than I thought he would." But yeah, no, he's a 40-year-old man.
He's 40 years old.
Who started in sports at 38.
Yeah, at that point of your age and your career, whatever you want to call it, his best course of action would be to stick to grappling and jiu-jitsu. 100%. It's more tailored to his frame, his build. In my opinion, if you were to choose what kind of martial art or style you would choose, it's grappling 100%.
Yes, but also he's never going to be as good as...
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Bourdain
I'm not saying, but you know what I mean. Clearly, striking is not in his forte. Yeah. And rest in peace again to Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, let's not talk about that because I don't want to have another depressing show where I black out drunk.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Because that was a big factor.
If Phil Brooks wanted to choose a martial arts
I don't
style, it would have to be grappling.
Shouts out to everyone who says that CM Punk is brave for taking the fight.
He's not brave. He's
well paid, is what he is.
That's all it is. He's just paid.
To be honest, if you would not take a fight for let's say $500,000, even though it's probably 4 times that what he made, you're probably a weird dude if you wouldn't get beat up for $500,000.
If someone told me right now, Eric Del Fierro and Alliance would train me, fitness training, say I woke up for a year to fight TJ Dillashaw, and you pay me yes,
$500,000,
yes,
dude. Also, you're gonna get head kicked and die,
yes,
but still. For $500,000 and to get to train with the top level
I would be happy
gym?
if I landed more than 5 flush strikes.
Right.
I'd be like, I win to myself. Even if you actually caught him hard, I'd be like, yes, I have this shit compared to an average person.
Much less Mike Jackson, who shouts to Mike Jackson. I love his podcast, The Truth About Stuff. It's very good. Dude is not TJ Dillashaw.
Oh, and all I would do since I can't wrestle and would never be able to wrestle at all in even a year's time, I would just spam flying knees like an asshole and see if you could just catch him with some dumb shit.
You're gonna be able to maintain that for half an attempt before you get put on your back.
I know. I would literally get fucking just put it on the ground.
No, you just get.
He would literally just he would tackle me. It wouldn't even be a double. My legs would be in the air, and he would just jump me.
You would just get double legged onto your face, and then
I'd be meeting elbow to the fucking between the eyes.
No, not even that. Yeah. He would be nice to you. He would just double leg you onto your face, and then RNC you in 10 seconds. It'd be great. Not mine would go any better.
Until I do some illegal shit and get DQ'd. That's why I would have.
No, that's
out of desperation.
Yeah, shouts to Czech Congo. Anyway.
Oh no, I would just kick him in the balls and win. Duh.
Oh right, PFL rules.
That's how I would be. I'd be the new bantamweight champion.
Yeah, PFL rules. I forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, CM Punk. He looked awful. He really didn't show much of anything, and it went pretty much how I thought it would. I gave Mike Jackson clearly a 10-8.
Please tell me, is CM Punk in the UFC games? I can't remember. I think he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, that's great.
Wish they would add Mike Jackson.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? Anyways, this heavyweight bout, wow. I said decision but then again, I underestimated the lack of chin from Econoreem.
Well, to be fair, he had a great chin up until he started getting elbowed to death in the third round.
How gnarly was that cut? Wow.
Jesus Christ.
That's one of the worst I've ever seen.
Those elbows were vicious. And by the way...
That's why they call them razor blades, right?
I was going to say,
shit.
If you're a dude named Blades...
Shouts out to Curtis Blades. Give me some points on fantasy. Yeah. I should have put him on the main. Remember how I switched? I was like, bro, put Gadea.
Shouts out to Mike Jackson getting me points on fantasy while it's not as many as I wanted. And shouts out to did I have Gadea?
I did in our league.
Who did I have? Oh, I had Tai Tuivasa.
Oh yeah, there you go. By the way, I'm liking my odds in fantasy, dude. I'm like 30 points ahead in first place.
Dude, you're killing us. You're fucking
killing.
Because
I legit saw LaFix's roster, and dude, he's got some tough matchups. Come out, dude. I got Cowboy. Don't get me wrong. What I surprised, a spoiler alert. This fight is gonna be 50-50 for me when I pick because I could see Cowboy losing too. I'll just be honest right now. However, he's my flex, which is good news. So if he wins, he gets me out 11 points, 11.5. If he loses. Whatever.
Perfect flex pick or main eventers that are underdogs.
So, because my main event's coming up.
Also, shout out to Magwar.com, which is what we're talking about.
Magwar's great. And real quick, I think my last 2 main eventers, I got fucking Brian T. City Ortega, as much as I want Holloway to win. I'm low-key on the down low. Gonna be cheering for T. City.
I got Holloway, I think, right?
Spoiler, by the way, is I'm picking Holloway, guys. An advanced pick, sorry. And then my other guy, I think, is Uzdemir, because he's fighting Shogun.
Yeah.
Rest in peace
Not
in
bad.
the future, unless I'm wrong.
Damn,
I'll probably
son.
I'm gonna make a bet against myself come about like 2 or 3 weeks from now.
Checks
You know
out.
what I mean? Yeah.
Checks out.
Probably eating crow.
Also, if you guys want a secret to how to bet on PFL, just pick all the guys that Ali
Order
Abdelaziz.
pizza.
Well, that too. It's because the Pizza Fun League.
Yeah.
But also, pick all the guys Ali Abdelaziz is the manager of, because they're obviously going to win. Because he was a former matchmaker and manager.
And
also, he assaulted someone in Chicago.
yes. Yeah, Robert Brighton. excuse me. Ali assaulted someone.
He assaulted another manager again in Chicago. And that was the week after, or 2 weeks after, he got in a brawl at the previous PFL event.
I was reading the Reddit comments on like that article or not him, the news event. Oh, well, Masvidal already called it Usman. As I said earlier in this podcast episode, he said, hey, bro, how's your casts? Oh, wait.
Right.
He's like, Mr. Kamaru, excuse me. Which is kind of true. Like, dude, if you break your hands, you're gonna be in casts. Generally.
Depends on the break, but yes.
Yes,
generally.
I get it. Depends
At
on the
least
break.
in a rap or
But,
something.
dude, in whatever. I'm not making excuses for Kamaru.
But I also heard
like
stories
Kamaru
where
a
his
lot.
hands are like
I know.
double sized.
I like Kamaru Usman a lot, so I don't give a fuck enough
great.
to like. Yeah, he seems like a really cool guy. And I like Masvidal too. See how I'm going here? I'm not gonna make excuses for anyone. That's their beef. But either way, yeah, Ali Abdelaziz, great manager as far as getting his fighters fights, but terrible person.
Well, especially considering he's a known affiliate of a fucking dictator who's genociding gay people.
Yeah.
So that is really my big... Someone asked me, semi-jokingly, I think, on the MMA community forums, like, oh, why do you guys always talk shit on Ali just because there's rumors about him being an informant? Like, he could have been an informant for terrorists, and that's why he would have been associated with them.
That's not at all why we're talking shit at him.
No, I literally said, no, it's more the fact that he assaults people everywhere he goes.
And I was going to say, hey, bro,
with
what
a
year is it?
dictator who kills
Is
gay
it
people.
2002 or 2003? Because that's when we would care.
Right.
If he's associated with Al-Qaeda.
No, it's more
Nowadays, we just laugh at that. It's scary at the time being. Don't get me wrong. It's a little concerning. But, yeah, no. We're concerned about the well-being of the homosexual community and why this guy's a piece of shit.
Well, maybe just don't kill giant swaths of your country just because they like dick.
Just don't kill people in general.
Yep. That's a crazy concept, Chris.
Yeah,
don't
right?
kill people.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, so that was crazy. Also, we won't even talk about identity theft. Shout out to your Twitter profile, or your MMA community picture.
Yeah.
Which is Robert Brighton. So, yeah, Ali's a terrible dude.
Robert Brighton, the real one, I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, anyway, I don't know how we got onto that, but yeah, Curtis Blade damn near killed
blame Ali Abdelaziz, not Muhammad Ali.
Always blame Ali Abdelaziz. And hopefully he gets charged with whatever the fuck he did. Claudio Gadelha, Carlos Esparza was fucking crazy.
How did you score this for Esparza?
Yeah.
I was a little biased because I had Claudia in fantasy,
Fair.
but I am completely honest. I could totally see why you gave this to Esparza.
Claudia lost the first round hands fucking down.
Oh, yeah.
She got banged on.
Oh yeah, she
bad.
clipped bad.
Dude, she got wobbled, and she was stanky legging that entire fucking round. Carla did gas pretty bad late. I had the first round 10-9 Carla. Second round I had for Gadelha, basically because Carla gave up takedowns and Esparza started to slow down a lot and refused to get underhooks. And then the last round I had Carla, mostly based off of her pressure and just coming forward and throwing the entire round.
Yeah, from what I recall, this just by watching it, Carla first round. Part of me, I think, initially scored Gadelha 2 rounds, but then now I think about it, yes, you know what? It's crazy. I feel like you can kind of score fights as a draw more often than should.
Well, we need a better scoring criteria.
Yes.
Is the problem.
See, that's a problem.
There needs to be bigger
There never should be a draw. Is it feasible? Yeah. In this moment, I think you could have called this fight a draw.
It was very close. Claudia was lit the fuck up in that fight.
She had the grappling advantage, and Carla had the striking advantage. I felt like was the theme of the fight.
Well, but Carla was winning some of the exchanges before she started gassing.
I know she had some transitions in the third round, I believe it was.
Yeah, and she started winning. Yeah, she had like a second
I'll have
win.
to watch this fight again.
It was a really good fight. And also, Carla did, accuse Claudia of gassing, which we'll see how that goes. Also, you want to hear something hilarious? Go listen to Brendan Schaub try and pronounce the name Claudia. Or Claudia.
I don't.
To be fair, Claudia, because she's Brazilian, but still, it's a fucking catastrophe when you hear him try and say it. It's closer to Fabio than it is to Claudia, and that's like still closer than he gets to either one of those. It's fucked up. Let's see. Oh god, before that, this card starts getting weird. Let's see. So we both had Claudia, we both had Blades, despite I think us being wrong on Claudia. They had that 29-28 via 2 judges for Claudia and 1 for Carla. I do believe one of those was Sal D'Amato also, which does not surprise me. There was some fucked up scoring on this card. Considering RDA Colby Covington was which one was the weird split decision? There's another weird split decision on this. Oh, it was Sergio Pettis, Joseph Benavidez.
Okay, so I just realized the first... Oh, dude, because I was working. The first fight I saw on this card was Rashad Coulter.
Oh, nice. Well, first let's go. Did you see Bektik versus Lamas?
Yes, and wow.
Man.
All I'll say is, holy fuck, why did I not know that Mirsad Bektik? Yes, I know he was born in Bosnia and Herzegovina. I will say that every time I'll say that name wrong. Herzegovina. It's
sure.
Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think. Anyways, I had no idea he grew up in Nebraska and is a farm guy. It's a farm boy and is a very good wrestler. Wow. Did I find out he's a very good wrestler? Holy fucking shit.
I didn't know that either.
This dude is a force.
Yeah, he's a fantastic wrestler.
Freddie Mercury looking at all, which Freddie Mercury's a badass motherfucker.
Well, also shouts out to all of...
Hey, I look like Freddie Mercury too if I could dump Ricardo Lamas on the fucking mat for 3 rounds.
And all of TriStar is rocking the mustache right now, along with OAM and all those guys.
Fuck it, dude. It's GSP.
It's
well, I don't even know.
No,
okay,
GSP
I was gonna say,
not ever going to rock a mustache.
I don't think GSP can grow facial hair.
I don't think
Just kidding. I think he can.
I don't think he can grow hair. Have you ever seen a hair on GSP? A hair.
I have alopecia.
1 hair.
Just kidding. I have alopecia. Yeah, I don't know. He had a beard in Captain America, kind of like gristle, like stubble.
I haven't seen Captain America.
Why do I say gristle? That's fucking steak. He had stubble. Yeah, you know what I mean.
So,
yeah,
that's hilarious. No, I haven't seen Captain America yet.
The second one he was in, he plays a bad guy.
Yeah, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, it's pretty great actually.
Heard that.
Yeah, but yeah, he had a little beard, kind of.
Interesting.
He had a French Canadian beard.
Cool.
But yeah, loving what TriStar's doing. Holy fuck.
Yeah, man. He looked fantastic.
Good shit by Mary. Wow, yeah, I don't know where he
I don't know
from
why
here.
the fuck Sal D'Amato decided this was a split decision, which is fucking insane.
Wasn't it kind of a clear-cut Mirsad Bektik?
That's how I had it. I had 29-28 clearly.
That's how I had it
because
clearly,
he super won the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And then close guillotines in the third, like, sealed how close, like, that not being too big of a gap. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I will only mention for a minute or two this next fight.
I think I'm glad I didn't watch this fight because when I was getting off work,
dude,
I looked at the Reddit comments and all I saw was
it was
LOL.
So fucked
like,
up.
Sunhouse LOL.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Chris De La Roca won, right?
Yeah, De La Hocha.
Wait, is he Brazilian? I don't know what the fuck he sounded American as fuck when I saw him speak. I turned on the fights in his post-fight interview. That's what it was.
My notes just say, yeesh. Rocha.
How about yikes?
No, I just had yeesh with like 14 E's. It's a lot of Rocha had clinch pressure on the cage. Rashad throws bombs before falling over into a mounted guillotine. Rocha is then on top a minute before getting wailed on again. Coulter is gassed 3 minutes into the fight. Rocha realizes Coulter is gassed, so he just decides to throw until he gasses also.
Is this like Battle of the Dads?
Coulter's corner.
Is this Battle of the Dads?
Coulter's corner yells out the phrase,
Yes, I love this.
You're getting in a slugfest. You're not going to knock him out. He's a big old Mexican with a big old head.
I thought that was amazing.
Then an immediate takedown to mount for Rocha in the second. Rocha beats him up from back control for 2 minutes before getting a near exhaustion TKO. So
yeah, you said in your notes, saddest GNP ever.
It's very sad.
Yeah, I don't even want to watch that. I don't want to be sad. Yeah, no, I refuse.
It was like the kind of ground and pound where you could tell if he tried any harder he would die. But also the guy on the bottom had nothing he could do about it. So it was just like, it's like, imagine if Dan Kelly was just a pressure wrestler who was tired. Is what that fight felt like.
That's a good analogy.
It was very rough to watch.
So moving on, fights, aka fights I did not watch. However, I did see...
Rashad Evans died.
I did see this unfortunate please retire clip.
Yeah, Smith was huge compared to him.
Like we both mentioned in the lead-up in previous fight, he's being fed to Anthony Smith.
He's so big. Like Smith, so Smith hit an early trip and an elbow, and Rashad looked for a takedown against the fence. Smith framed out, banged him with a giant knee, and basically killed Rashad Evans. It was very bad, and then had a follow-up, I believe.
I feel bad,
dude. It was rough, and it was very short.
I'll just say this: let's move on, and can you please explain to me what happened in the fight between the real Slim Shady and Sergio Pettis?
Yeah.
Because I watched zero of this fight. All I heard is someone's like, "Why did you give this fight to Pettis?" But I didn't get that. So how did you score this? Because I watched literally 0 minutes of this fight.
So I had a 29-28 Pettis because I think he won the first and the second.
Okay. Was it volume of strikes?
Well, so what happened was...
How did it go down?
Benavidez working some calf kicks early, and then Pettis dropped him badly with a straight right. Wobbled him hard, was chasing him around the ring. It was a straight right counter, like 40 seconds in. Like, he clipped him 2 or 3 times.
Was it more of Pettis looking sharp or Benavidez looking kind of rusty?
Both.
Both. Okay.
But he clipped him hard, like, wobbled him, wobbly legs.
Like, perfect counter, like, fucking
yeah,
straight, like,
as
bam.
he was coming in, he countered him with the straight right.
Okay.
And then he clipped him about 2 more times, like, half dropped him, though, so where he just, like, a deep squat, basically. And then Benavidez is able to catch a takedown after getting clipped. And then Pettis was able to wall walk and kind of cage fight for the rest of the round. So it's clear Pettis round. Second round I had Pettis just off volume. And third round I had Benavidez barely. Both second and third were much closer. Pettis really kind of let up a bit towards the end of it. And he was happy to just play the outside Pettis counter game. But holy shit. He caught... And to be fair... Joby Wan looked way better as the fight went on. Like, you could tell he got his rhythm back. And he was still coming forward and countering and throwing. Yeah. Well, it wasn't, like, anywhere near 10-8, but he got banged on in that first round. And the second, I think he just got outworked in. So, I had it for Pettis, but I'm not, like... It's not a crazy... the idea that it was a split isn't, like, the craziest notion, you know? Oh boy. So Guida ate a bunch of low kicks early in his fight against Charles Oliveira. He got clipped, he threw a panic double leg in, and he got Armin guillotined, which you nailed, right?
Yeah, I was expecting it.
Like, literally round 1, nailed it.
Yeah.
It was... He got clipped pretty bad, and then he, like, panic doubled right into a guillotine Armin, and it was deep as shit, so... What are you gonna do? And then, Ige clipped him early, and then Santiago was pretty wobbly. Ige swarms him, gets the mount, gets the back, and gets the ground and pound TKO, all within 50 seconds.
Yeah, I had Ige in that fight. Didn't know how he'd win. Second decision.
It makes sense though. Like to be fair, Ige came out on fire.
I picked him because he's an AKA because of that shit, the behind the scenes shit I watched him when he's training against Habib.
Dude, he came out on fire.
Yeah,
like he started that fight.
I saw the fucking highlight, all 1 minute of it. Yeah,
he started that fight like out the fucking gate.
Dude,
running
it was like
forward,
a 10-6 if he fucking lived.
It was crazy.
10-7.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it gets worse than 10-7.
No, definitely not. But yeah, no, it was a big, big win. We will briefly talk about Contender Series. The guys who got contracts on the first episode of Contender Series was Kurt Minifield, who got an early finish.
God, that confused me every time. I feel like you say Kurt Menefee, who's an analyst for Fox Sports for the NFL. That's besides the point.
Right.
Kurt Menefee here, Terry Bradshaw, Harry Long.
Kurt Minifield, I think it's Kurt. No, sorry, Alonzo Minifield. I always fucked that up. You're right.
Okay, see, that's why you confused me. I was like, what the fuck is Kurt Menefee doing?
Alonzo Minifield got a fucking...
Reminded me of Jay Glazer.
Yeah, he got a nasty finish over Deshaun Boatwright via TKO in the first. And then some woman beater also got a contract. But fuck that dude. Hopefully someone triple X's him.
I'm just gonna laugh. This is no call, so laugh.
That works. I'm just doing Contender Series week 2, and
when someone hears I hope someone triple X's him, I feel like it's like I hope someone gangbangs him in a porno. It's like what else they could think.
There's a lot of ways you could take it, and
it's so
I'm on board with all of them.
Oh man,
you could really do any of the options to him, and I'd be happy about it.
So he should be in prison. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, or he should just probably be not around. Anyway, so other people to check out. Contender Series Week 2, Dwight Grant killed Zane Simon via punches in the second round. It's actually Tyler Hill. It's not actually Zane Simon of Bloody Elbow, but sure looks like Zane Simon of Bloody Elbow. Yeah. Dwight Grant damn near killed a man with a right hand and a crazy left hook that launched him 2 feet.
Yeah.
It was fucking nasty. That was, 2 minutes into the second round. Ryan Spann beat Emiliano Sordi via sub guillotine 26 seconds in as a light heavyweight. Both of those dudes got contracts. Austin Springer beat Giga Chikadze via submission, RNC in the third. Springer did not get a contract, but after watching that fight, you could argue if it was any other week, he would get one, right? Like,
100%.
That dude he fought is such a fucking beast. There's some crazy gifs of body kick knockouts from Giga that it's insane they didn't give him more credit for that. Austin Hernandez got the win over Jordan Wright via KO punches 40 seconds into the first. And he got a contract. And Matt Sales out of Alliance beat Yazan Hajat.
Oh, yeah, good shit for Matt Sales.
TKO round 1 at 157. Just beat him up, got back control, and threw bombs until that was over. But, man, Contender Series has been so much fun, right? Like, we just walked through that.
100%.
It's a blast, right?
By the way, a real quick note, this is comedy. Remember how it was kind of tough to open this beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw off.
Yeah.
Screw top. I noticed that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Budweiser beer. Of course it's a screw top, right?
God damn it.
Yeah.
I can't take Twist off seriously, dude. Like, that's how you know, like, they've won, and they're cheap marketing, and it's like, this is a cheap beer, so you open it in a cheap way, you know, like, come on, dude, what are beer openers for? Bottle openers for? Like, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my little rant right there.
That's right. That's Chris's hot take on how Budweiser's not good.
Yeah, basically, if you have a beer that's a twist top, it's probably not good.
Generally. There's a couple.
I'm sure.
I'm trying to think about good twist offs. High Life? Is High Life twist off?
Probably.
I think it is.
That's drinkable.
I like High Life.
Yeah.
I fucks with High Life.
I recant that statement.
Generally. Every 40
pretty much, right?
is a twist off.
Dude,
I fuck with 40s.
Aren't there like plastic caps on 40s nowadays too?
Nah, they gave up on that.
Okay.
All 40s used to be plastic for a little bit there.
That's right.
And then they realized that no one would buy a plastic 40-ounce beer because it stays cold for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So then they're like, okay, we can't do this. And they went back to glass.
Shouts out to all the pizza parties you go to as a kid, and when all the 2-liter sodas would go fucking warm in 2 minutes, and my parents would put them on ice.
Basically the exact same thing, yeah. That's a great point, Chris. I've never heard 2 liters at Chuck E. Cheese compared to...
Like I'm saying. It's like, hey, it takes to go to Tommy's 11th birthday. Oh, I love Sprite. Oh, it's warm.
Why does it taste like hot bubbles?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will wrap this here. We will be back with our picks for this fucking Shanghai card. Oh, boy.
Or you mean Singapore? Same thing.
Dude,
You've said it about 10 times.
I have done
Remember
this.
you texted me like, bro, you ready for the Shanghai card? I'm like, Singapore? And I'm like, oh,
Not only have I done this like 6 times, more than that actually, honestly. It's probably been like 8 or 9. I also, it's because a lot of the people who fought in the Shanghai card are on this card.
Shouts out to Jang Lang. And
Shouts out to
also
Jake
shouts
Matthews.
out to, I believe,
Shouts out to-
Singapore. The people of Singapore believe they're real China, as does Taiwan. And Macau. I swear to God, there's like, no, and Hong Kong.
Macau might be
no, I
China.
swear to fuck, there's like 3 or 4 countries that literally like, we're real China. What are you talking about?
Right.
I think that's like actually a real thing. Like Singapore's like, no, we're China.
There's very weird politics
It's-
in China with borders.
Yeah, China's a bully. I said it.
A little bit. All right, we'll be back. In the meantime, you guys can listen to this hilarious clip of John Morgan talking about his favorite fight from this upcoming card.
Nobody made my video for me. So here's just the audio portion of my video as I preview a fight that's flying under the radar.
Under the radar
that you need to be paying attention to. And here exclusively the world reveal for the video
That's
that
what
no
I
one
was
will
hoping
ever
for.
see.
That's what I was hoping for.
Here it is in all its glory.
While Donald Cerrone and Rocky Edwards will certainly be getting the most headlines this week in Singapore, I'd say there's something completely different you need to pay attention to as well. I say, keep your eyes on Yadong. Yadong isn't the biggest. You might even say Yadong is undersized. But so far, that hasn't stopped Yadong from performing when it matters most. After a quick finish last time out, there may be some questions to how long Yadong can last when needed. But so far, Yadong has proved capable of performing under the bright lights. Yadong choked Barak Kandari this past November, but now there's a different challenge in Singapore. Can Felipe Aranches handle Yadong? Yadong doesn't have much experience at the highest level, unfortunately. But it can be tough to prepare for Yadong when there's not much tape to watch. The more the world sees of Yadong, the more we'll know moving forward. But for now, Yadong just needs to be ready for 15 hard minutes. Yadong will unquestionably be looking to finish, which could lead to some memorable action. If successful, Yadong could become more in demand, making Saturday in Singapore an important moment. So sure, definitely keep a watchful eye on Cowboy and Rocky. But don't forget Yadong.
All right, guys. Here in the final segment of the show, here to preview UFC Singapore Cowboy versus Edwards.
Yeah.
So, so it's been, we've had a week off for UFC fights at least. And here's Singapore coming in hot tonight or tomorrow morning, whatever you want to call it.
That's right. How far out from it? It's 3 hours from when we're right from this moment right now? It's 10:30, so... Yeah, 3 hours from right now.
Yeah, holy fuck. This card starts in 3 hours.
So hence why I'm staying up for this card is because by the time I finish editing this podcast and putting it out, it's going to be like, about time.
We'll put as much insight as we can. I mean, we know you might be a little anxious to go to bed now and wake up at 1:30
well,
like
by
any
the time
normal person would.
By the time you hear this, either you've seen the fights or you're a grown-ass adult who decided not to stay up till 1:30 in the morning to watch this kind of card.
Yeah, like,
which
you know what?
I respect.
They're like, we're going to be cool. We're going to listen to this episode, this preview, and I'm going to get some rest, wake up at 5 for the main card. Well, it's whatever you really want to do.
Well, the thing is, though, if they're listening to this episode, they've already been listening for like a fucking forever amount of time.
That is true, yeah.
Because it's been a long one, so...
So, let's go ahead and get to it.
Also, speaking of which, click on the Audacity just so I feel safe.
We
All
are
right,
safe.
Cool.
So let's get to it, guys. First up, we have a women's flyweight bout between Melinda Fabian versus Fabian versus Korea's Ji Young Kim. Melinda Fabian, as a pro, has 4 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws.
Yep.
Ji Young Kim has 7 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws.
Yeah, both orthodox.
Melinda Fabian is fighting out of Hungary. No wonder why I didn't recognize that. She's the Hungarian fighter. Her last 2 fights, she lost via submission, via choke to Rachel Ostovich. During Top 26. So just last August.
Yeah, and she had the draw with Deanna Bennett where she almost head kicked Deanna Bennett unconscious in the first round.
That's right.
The lead head kick. And then
that's right.
Deanna Bennett was able to rally back and win the next 2 rounds, so it was a 10-8.
Before that, she lost via submission choke. So her last 2 losses were via choke. She lost to Germany's Judith Ruiz in a German card called a Grelin 16.
Yeah, she's definitely crunchable.
Yeah,
Fabian
so
is.
she's going up against basically almost UFC veteran Ji Young Kim. This is her third fight.
She's had a couple fights.
Her third fight, she's 1-1 in the UFC. Ji Young Kim, her last fight, she won a split decision against Justine Kish.
Yep. Sharp counter boxer. Super
Yeah.
long reach for the division.
Yeah, I'll just say now, I don't have a method of victory besides decision based on her boxing prowess, but I'm going to go with Korea's Ji Young Kim.
So, I agree in that I think Ji Young Kim takes this just off of her boxing ability. I do think that she's going to get the TKO though in round 2.
Okay.
And the only reason is because while Fabian is a clinchable volume puncher with a good lead high kick, Ji Young Kim was very good against was it Justin Kish? Yeah, against Justin Kish, she was very good about stepping in every time that high kick came in, and she was throwing hard, straight counters with a left hook behind him. And I just think that if she keeps working that exact counter game against the same, or I should say a similar type of fighter, I think she'll do well. So I'm definitely gonna go Kim via TKO, probably second. She doesn't get it earlier.
So next up is believe it or not, a flyweight bout. We say this every time against I guess I was right. I was going to guess the Philippines, Janelle Lauza, aka the Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Who is
7-4.
How tall is he? He's 5'5", because he fits the bill for a flyweight.
He's a regular sized person.
Who is not a regular sized person in his weight class is, you guessed it, Yuta Sasaki. 5'10", which is still disturbing.
He's taller. He's the same height as I am.
Yeah,
and I weigh 100 pounds more than him.
This guy,
no, wait, I weigh 140 pounds more than him, probably. I don't know. I haven't weighed myself recently.
This guy lifted and put on weight. He realistically would be a lightweight at 5'10".
Oh, at least, bro.
Yeah.
He could be a... He
could actually be a welterweight.
He could cut to lightweight if he... His build is very weird, though, because he's a very scrawny dude.
Yeah. Whatever. I'll just say this. He is 25-2.
He's 25-2, but he's 25-2 on the regional circuit.
But the caveat to that, in the UFC, he is 1-2. Granted, he's had 3 fights. First fight, he threw him against Wilson Hayes. Holy shit, that's a crazy debut.
Yeah, how the fuck did you give Wilson Hayes on his debut?
Yeah.
And also Justin Scoggins.
Like, hey, you're really tall and he's really short, so good luck.
Well, also Justin Scoggins is no fucking cakewalk either.
And he submitted Justin Scoggins. His last fight, he got submitted by Jussier Formiga.
Still landed some decent shots early, but the pressure and the wrestling was too much.
It has to be considered the underdog in this fight, for sure, is Janelle Lauza. Lausa? I don't know how to say this guy's name. Janelle Lausa. He's had 3 fights in the UFC. His last 2 fights have been losses, unanimous decisions, to the United States' Eric Shelton and Russia's Magomed Bibulatov. Yep.
It's definitely going to be an interesting fight.
Yeah,
because the dude fought very high-level competition, but he had a lot of trouble with the wrestling and pressure of Eric Shelton and Bibulatov. So
yeah, and if
really...
I look at Lauza, he's fought primarily in the Philippines, in PXC.
Right.
Most of these have either been... It's not
he
even
doesn't really have a
there's not even
win
real,
over a big name.
Yeah, there's no real median or pattern to this.
Especially wrestler.
Yeah, it's...
Which,
I
isn't Yuta training with some big team now? No, I guess not. But Yuta has shown, decent wrestling defense.
I'll just say this. I'm going Yuta Sasaki based on... Only because his opponent, Lauza, has not shown, at least on his resume, that he's a submission guy. If he was purely submission, it was winning by submission, I'm confident we'd probably pick him based on this. Sasaki's main weakness. Here, I'm going to go with Sasaki via decision. I think it's going to be a point fight.
Also, I feel bad that I like his nickname of Yoka Sasaki a lot more.
Yeah, to the U.
But it looks like he is a minus, 240 under 5 times.
Good call. We got to be shouting out the odds, of course.
Yeah, and then on the Ji-Yoon Kim versus
Melinda
Fabian fight, Ji-Yoon Kim is a minus 230 on 5 downs to a plus 190 Fabian, which sounds about right to me, honestly.
So, what's your pick for Lauza versus Sasaki?
I've definitely got Sasaki. The problem is I just think he's too big and he's too well-rounded. He does have a good ground game, but he is very long and hits pretty fucking hard. Fabian is ortho. He's pretty clinchable. He's a volume puncher. He's got a good lead. I'm talking about Fabian. Lauza is ortho, rough wrestling, and BJJ from what I've seen. And Oka's going to be too big and work the body kicks and the body knees too well. I just worry about whether Lauza can actually turn on any kind of volume because he was very low volume in his last fight.
Yeah.
So if he's forced to put out volume, I'm interested to see what he looks like. If he can counter some of the step-in knees that Ulka really likes, I think that could be a big factor if he's willing to step inside and throw big hooks. Kind of Vivian Pereira style, which we'll talk about later on this card.
Yeah.
But I'm hesitant. We haven't seen that from him yet, so I'm curious to see whether or not we will. I'll go Sasaki, probably TKO second, something like that.
Alright, so next up we have a tough veteran in Matt. This is a flyweight.
And a tough pick.
Yeah. We got Matt Danger Schnell, who's 11-4. American Matt Schnell going up against Japan's Naoki Inoue, who's undefeated, 11-0.
Yep.
Wow, this dude's young. He's only 21. Holy shit.
It's
Matt
really
Schnell
interesting.
is 28. Matt Schnell's an American top team, according to Tapology.
Oh, shit.
Wow. And
that changes things.
Okay, I'll say this. I'm pretty fucking sure he was not there before in his last couple fights.
I don't remember him being an ACC.
I don't remember ever. Yeah, so you know what?
But he did just get a win over Marco Beltran.
I'll be honest right now. Fuck. Yeah, I am going Matt Schnell, based on
him being an American wrestler.
Mainly ATT.
I'm a real American wrestler.
Yeah. Look who he's fought in the UFC.
Dude, you're making a real good point.
Dude,
Hector
Rob Font, Tim
Sandoval.
Elliott, he lost to Laudros Font, Hector Sandoval, Marcos Antonio Beltran, he won. He's a scrappy motherfucker. Mexico's got fighters who love the standing bang, man. He's good against the volume. I mean, Inoue's undefeated, but he beat Carl's Jr., a.k.a. Carl's John Dayton.
Very good in that fight, though.
He did.
The thing is his ground game looked very well rounded, and he looked okay on the feet.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think this goes.
I think
decision.
it's very
this
close.
This goes decision. I think it's gonna be a close fight.
I agree that it goes.
But I have to go with Schnell based on the better team, and that's mean. It's mean me saying that.
I think you're right. I think that's the smart pick. I'm gonna go Inoue, and the only reason is I don't think his grappling ability is going to outpace.
Is he a judo guy?
Chanel's. No,
Like
but he is very
traditional
high level jiu-jitsu from what I've seen.
Like Japanese jiu-jitsu?
No, Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
Or, well, I don't know. It could be a combination.
Because I'll be honest,
but
I remember, like, I've mentioned, oh, Jesus Christ, some people mentioned before, like, they've seen Japanese jiu-jitsu in UFC, but I've never really been able to pinpoint that.
It's hard. It's very similar.
It's more striking, too,
well,
right?
it's,
kind of?
It's interesting, because Japanese jiu-jitsu...
Isn't it kind of more judo-infused?
Well, a lot of it's the same thing, but with different names.
Yeah.
Some of it is, like, yes, infused with judo. Some of it is separate from all that. It's a weird combination. It depends on who you ask.
I just realized, why would I call it Japanese jiu-jitsu when it's just jiu-jitsu? But, you know
well, no,
what I mean?
it is referred to as Japanese jiu-jitsu.
Oh, it is. It's not just jiu-jitsu?
From what I understand.
But, like, do you know what I'm saying? No, because you call it Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, well, that's what Michael Bisping came under.
Oh, yeah, huh.
His first martial art was Japanese jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
But essentially, it's a lot more of... it's closer to judo than it is to... I mean, to be fair, Kimuras are...
You said you have Inoue by what method of victory, would you say?
Oh, boy. I guess I got Inoue by decision. I don't... The thing is, I just think Inoue has enough cardio and wrestling defense to be able to, at least if he does get taken down, give real problems to Marshall on the bottom, and if he doesn't, I think he's going to do okay with his hands on the feet, but that's a tough out, though. It's a real fucking tough out.
We'll see.
Oh, wait, what's the line on that?
Oh, yeah.
Let me
Good
pull
call.
that up. Matt Schnell is a plus 170 to a minus... Nope, sorry. Matt Schnell is a plus 170 to a minus 185 Naoki Inoue, which I'm kind of surprised about that line.
Okay.
I thought it would have been much closer. I'm interested to see this one, too.
So, this next fight is a women's stride fight. Even though this is totally fake, I'm going to say...
I believe it's Xiaonan.
It's, I always can pronounce it as Xiaonan Yan, even though I know they usually say last names first, so I don't know if it's Yan Xiaonan or Xiaonan Yan.
Well, the order is less relevant.
Yeah. Either way, as George W. Bush, he didn't actually ever say this, but if George W. Bush did pronounce China as this, he would have called it Chiner. It's an inside joke I have with my brother, a friend of mine. He never did say China, but don't you kind of...
He never said China?
I don't think he did, but isn't that... Maybe he did.
I think he
but
did
don't
say China.
Wait, he must have, right? All I remember is one day I don't know what I was looking at China, I was like, dude, didn't W say China? Doesn't that sound like a real thing, like China, right?
It also sounds like something that our current president would
But
say.
don't you think, doesn't that sound pretty legitimate, like China? Like,
yeah.
Foreign relations are good with China. You know what I mean? Anyways, sorry for my shitty inside joke that no one else fucking gets, unless you know George W. Bush and his W-isms. Yeah. Chow and Young
Everyone's
fighting
favorite, we should mention,
Yeah.
George W. Bush. Everyone loves.
What was the one? Fool me once, shame on you.
Fool me twice, shame on you.
No, he's like, won't get fooled again. Or, no, he's
Yeah,
just
won't
like,
get
he's just
fooled
like, fool me once, shame on you, won't get fooled again. It's like, what? Anyways, enough about George W. Bush. China's own Chow and Yan is going up against Brazil's Viviane Pereira.
Also, who was it? Zane Simon that cannot pronounce.
Correct. Oh yeah, shouts out to our friend Jana Pereira, because that's literally how her name is. Because she's Portuguese.
Oh yeah, she is.
It's literally
she's Portuguese.
That's a Portuguese last name, bro.
I guess it is.
It's 100% Portuguese.
Jana Pereira.
She even said she's Portuguese.
Really?
I'm Portuguese.
No wonder that ass, y'all.
Wow.
Shouts out to Jana.
Yeah, we love you, Jana.
Yeah,
Anyways,
even if you're a shit show, bro.
We're gonna watch next time we see her. I'm like, "What's up, Pereira?" She's like, "What?"
That's right. Hey, yo. Jana's a big fan of acai and black. But let's move on.
Anyways, Chow and Yan.
Hinach is a big fan. Let's put it that way.
Last time we saw Chow and Yan fight, was her UFC debut in China. Okay, I probably should stop saying that.
Yeah, you should, because it sounds racist as shit.
Yeah, China. Last time we saw her fight was in Shanghai. in China. It was a Bisping versus
Oh,
Castro
wait.
card.
So you're waiting. You're saying that there's a reason why I keep calling this the Shanghai card?
Yeah,
Because
right.
there's like 4 dudes on this card who have fought on the previous one.
Yeah, so this is
Or people, I
this
should
is
say.
Jan's second at UFC fight. Vivian Pereira, last time we saw her, she got wrestle-fucked by Tatiana Suarez. No shame in that.
Nah.
Who's
Tatiana Suarez is
kind of looking
beast.
low-key like female Habib as far as like what she's doing to her.
She's beasting on chicks, for real.
In grappling, goddamn. Jamie Moyle was her last big. Wow, she had a really impressive streak. Wow, she was undefeated until she fought Tatiana Suarez.
Yeah, but like a lot of those were close decisions, though.
Yeah. I don't really know how to go about this fight. Yeah, I really don't know who to pick. I don't know. Yan is fighting out of Shenyang, Laoing, China. She fights with Extreme Sanda. I mean, I'm not too versed in Chinese mixed martial arts.
So I'll tell you a little bit about the history of both of them. So Xiaonan, who is flip back. Let me make sure I'm not butchering that. I believe it's Xiaonan,
I think
right?
it's Xiaonan. I think it's. I don't know.
So she's orthodox. She's a brawler.
Okay.
Comes out with a lot of heavy hooks. She's pretty clinchable though.
Okay.
Like in her last fight, she got put against the cage a lot. Although every time they separated, she would just be a brawler who would come out and fucking bomb. She does like the lead leg side kick to the face.
Okay.
So like while in brawls, she will just throw that out of nowhere, and it did catch who'd she fight last? Kaylin Curran. It caught her a couple times. She did seem to slow down a bit later on, but then again, when you're throwing that kind of volume at Kaylin Curran, you're gonna slow down. So, whereas Viviane Pereira, she's orthodox. She's super small. If you know her for the
she's
division.
She's 5'1". She's borderline midget.
Super small.
Excuse me, borderline little person.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh boy, bro. She's super small, but has big punching power. She's kind of like a John Dodson type with better jiu-jitsu, especially in relation to her division. But she has decent wrestling also. So I'm gonna go Pereira mostly off of. I think she has good enough clinch wrestling and top control wrestling to get this done if she goes that way. And if it goes on the feet, I think she hits harder and counters better.
I was going to go initially, but I'm going to stick with it based on she beat Vale Laterno, who's kind of more like a kickboxer, boxer, striker.
Exactly. And not that different a matchup.
Her shorter stature, and utilizes her grappling, really.
I would honestly say Valerie Laterno is a very similar style as Shannon. I hope I'm not fucking that up.
I'll just say Jan.
As Jan, but I think she hits way less hard than Jan. Jan does throw harder.
Pereira
via... I'm going decision. But I do think it's going to be a very fun fight, and I think they're going to fucking throw some bombs at each other.
I feel like all the Chinese fighters are going to show up mostly. I feel like
this is exactly the kind of regional card where people are going to show up and try and make a name. So they're going to come out like a Contender Series fight, as we saw and discussed. Those fights go kind of crazy because people just want to make a name, so they're just willing to go out and throw fucking everything they got.
So next up we have
Jake Matthews, somehow lower on the card than Zheng despite getting eye gouged from him.
Yeah. So Australia's Jake Matthews, the Celtic Kid, 13-3 record, is going up against Japan's Shinsho Ansai with a 10-2 record. He's known as the Animal. He's 32 years old. Fights out of Toshima, Tokyo, Japan. Jake Matthews, on the other hand, is out of Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Last time we saw him fight, he defeated via unanimous decision Jing Liang Li.
Despite getting eye gouged like a motherfucker.
Interesting.
Interesting is a generous way to put that for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Before that, he had a victory over Serbia, I believe. Yeah, Serbia's Bojan Veličković. Before that, he had a split decision loss to United States' Andrew Holbrook. And before that, he got knocked fuck out by Kevin Lee.
Which, no shame,
no
man.
shame.
And also,
Lee,
that's a terrible matchup for Jake Matthews.
He's a future champion at the lightweight division, or, at the super lightweight division, 165.
Well, and also, when you think about Jake Matthews versus Kevin Lee, that is a terrible matchup for Jake Matthews when they're young. Like, later in their lives, that might be a really, really close matchup. But at the time they fought, that's crazy.
So last time we saw Shinzo Onsai fight, he won unanimously against
more recent than I
Luke
thought.
Jumo. Yeah.
But also, what the fuck? Luke Jumo?
Yeah. Huh.
Like, when did Luke Jumo fight before that?
Let me see, dude. Yeah, I was actually kind of...
Because I thought he was gone for a while. Unless I'm mixing him up with somebody else.
Okay, that was
only 3 months.
He's been in the UFC for about a year.
Oh, yeah, that went over Dominic Steele. Okay, I'm thinking about a totally different Luke.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was kind of like, what the fuck, too? Yeah, I was kind of confused. Before that, he defeated Roger Zapata. The TKO.
And the loss to Alberto Mina, which Alberto Mina has been on a good run, relatively.
So it looks like Onsite fights like once a year.
Yeah, I mean, this is, again, a weird matchup. He's a big, bulky dude who will throw some bombs, but...
Based on his getup, he's a grappler.
He's a wrestler out of, what was it?
Tokyo?
University of fucking somewhere.
Oh.
Go ahead and pronounce that.
Meiji University... Kokugakuin University?
Yeah.
Don't know where that is, but...
So...
Fuck it, let's look that up real quick while we talk about
Sure,
this.
go for it.
So, yeah, Luke Jumo...
So how are you feeling on this one?
Or not Luke Jumo, Jake Matthews, I'm getting confused. He has that win over Jing Liang. Hey, where is this place? Oh, it's in central Tokyo in Japan. Okay. It's a 130-year-old university.
So it's at least in a big city.
Yeah.
Which means
it's a pretty old college, too. Yeah, Jake Matthews... Wait, he's 6 foot. How tall is Onsite? 5'7". Okay. So big height discrepancy.
That's a huge height discrepancy. Especially...
reach 70.5 to Jake Matthews 72. So he has very long reach for 5'7". Wow.
That's true.
He has long fucking arms for being so short.
But do you think he's gonna have better striking than Jake Matthews?
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a grappling fest.
I agree, and I think Jake Matthews is gonna be the bigger dude. Pretty clearly.
I'm picking Matthews.
How are you gonna not pick him after the jangling fight?
If Onsai was the same height, I'd pick him because of grappling or striking, and that's Matthews' weakness. But okay. The fact that he's 6 feet tall. And it's 5'7".
Right.
Sure, yes. A very talented 5'7" guy could put you on your ass. I don't see that in Onsai. I know he's talented, but it's... Yeah. I'm going with Matthews by decision?
I'm going to go the same way. I'm going to go Matthews, I think via TKO.
TKO.
Probably around...
Oh, and reminder to us, have we already passed the deadline for putting in my picks on MMA?
You can do that whenever. You're just going to have terrible numbers. But it's still worth doing. Just for fun.
You're going TKO KO?
Yeah, I'm going to go TKO round 2. Just because I don't think he can hang with Matthews on the ground long enough. I think Matthews is way too good a grappler, and I think he's going to outpace him. Well, let's see. We haven't given odds for the last couple, right?
Yeah, we didn't.
What was the one before this?
We did not give odds for Jan versus Bahia.
Jan is a plus 155 to Pajeda's minus 165 on 5 dimes. And what's the one that we just talked about?
Jake Matthews and Shinzo Ansai.
Jake Matthews is a minus 525 to a plus 450 Ansai. That sounds... Yeah, I can see that.
So next up, we have another welterweight belt.
So I've done very little tape study after this, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, this is going to be honestly just kind of like...
It's going to be some MMA math like a motherfucker, yeah.
So we got Mexico's Hector Aldana, who's 4-0 as a pro. Fights out of Mexicali. Oh shit, close by.
Maybe. Mexicali's a big fucking...
It's in Baja.
Yeah, but like, so is all of TJ.
That is true. So last time we saw him, he lost via submission to Spain's Enrique Marin. Wow, holy fuck. He hasn't fought in 3 years.
Wow,
okay.
2015.
So that's not good.
I was going to say, I thought that name sounded familiar, but now I understand why I'm...
He's going against China's Keenan Song.
That's interesting.
The assassin, Keenan?
I wish I would have watched tape on these guys. Or tape on these guys.
You know what? Apologies to Hector Aldana, but I'm going to go with Keenan Song based on he's fought in the past 6 months, and he knocked the fuck out of Bobby Nash, the American fighter.
Deal. Yeah.
Sorry, Hector.
I'm going to go the same way.
And you know what? I'm going TKO. Fuck it.
What do you get? TKO
look at that.
Round
look at
1?
it. Look at
15
that.
seconds in.
TKO.
Also, 15 seconds in.
Yeah, this dude seems like a badass motherfucker on the feet.
Sure.
I'm in on it. Fuck it, dude.
Give me, TKO first.
For sure. Oh, I should have been marking the rounds. My bad, dude.
Oh, it's all good. Because I at least generally record my picks on Tapology as well.
And you'll just re-fix it anyway when you put on
it. Yeah. But, it should be interesting. I would not be surprised if this dude could get wrestle fucked, but...
Oh, like that. Remember that one Brazilian guy a couple weeks ago? Like, he hasn't fought 4 years and comes out and starches. That one dude.
It totally happened. Yeah, that was in Bellator, I think.
No, that was in the UFC.
Was it?
Yeah. It was this Brazilian guy. He just fucking destroyed this dude.
I remember who. Yeah. I remember it happening. And being like, oh, yeah, no, I was super wrong on that.
Yeah, we both were super wrong, but it wasn't our fault.
Well, it totally was, but also...
Not in a realistic sense.
It happens.
So next up, you have the Philippines, the incredible Rolando D. Or Rolando D.
I still don't know how to say this right.
I think it's Rolando D.
I think it's D also,
yeah,
but I'm going to panic and say D-die.
We like saying D-die. So we're going up against Australia, or is it New Zealand? Oh, excuse me. Oh, Australia's... Aren't there stars on the left? I can't remember. The flag is so similar. Anyways, apologies to Kiwis out there. Going up against New Zealand's Sugar Shane Young, who's 11-4. Rolando D has a 9-6 record. This is a featherweight bout.
What's his last fight?
Rolando D, last time we saw him, he won a unanimous decision victory over Waluigi. This guy, remember him? We called him Waluigi based on his name. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Waluigi. I did not remember this guy.
I just remember Waluigi.
What was his... Did that guy win anything else?
Wait, Rolando D or Waluigi?
I mean, I'm sure he did, but I mean, like...
Waluigi beat a bunch of other Chinese dudes.
Right. Nothing of note.
Unfortunately.
Go ahead and pronounce... What was that? Chin Wu Man was the name of that promotion?
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and try this. Excuse my American ignorance. Chin Wu Men. Chin Wu Men.
That's a heck of a promotion name.
Say the Glory of Heroes, Art of War, Wu-Tang, just kidding. WLF, Epic 4.
Oh, I bet I lost my mind just a second ago. It's like, what? They're actually doing a promotion?
Bullet Fly. Kunlun, shouts out to Iron Fist.
Also, shouts out to Kunlun following us this week. That's an actual fight promotion.
Right.
They followed us this week.
Fuck yeah. Okay,
and we should watch more of their shit because they have crazy kickboxing.
So Rolando D beat Waluigi Burin last November 25th.
Losses to Ishihara and Caceres.
Unfortunately, at this point, that's not impressive.
Decisions, though, right?
Decisions.
Or no, I guess
finished by Bruce Leroy.
What was that by, though? Because that's the end of a round.
End of round 2. Just like right before the bell. Wow.
Must have been an injury of some
Doctor,
sort.
probably?
Because if it's at the exact moment the round ended, that means that it happened in between. Otherwise, it would have been 59.
So yeah, it is a little rocky. Rolando D, Sugar Shane Young, the Kiwi guy. Wow. Well, his last fight was against fucking Volkanovski and went to decisions. That's impressive.
Man, super.
Also fought some Chinese dudes. Choked out Bo Yan in a Chinese organization called WF Wars. Choked out. Not going to pronounce his name. I'll just say Zhang. Zaichang Jiang in Glory of Heroes, which looks like it's a New Zealand promotion. Interesting. Yeah. Damn, dude, these are the tough fights to call, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 5'9". Sure, Shane. Yeah, dude, I don't. It's a coin flip, bro.
I agree. I'm very torn on it.
I'm just going D. I don't know. Decision. No idea. I'm just picking whoever. It literally can go either way for me, and I don't want to say I don't care. I just don't know. Sorry. Go on, Rolando D-Day. I don't know. No fucking clue.
Yeah, I am too by decision. I don't know. Shane Young could take this.
If he knocks D the fuck out,
I think Shane Young is a favorite. If I look it up.
Yeah, what are the odds when you get a chance?
Shane Young is a minus 165 to a plus 155. Okay. Rolando D.
Okay.
So,
interesting.
I could see that going either way. It seems very close. And also, I've done very poor tape study on this card.
Yes, same with me. Done shit poor tape study. Next up, we have a bantamweight fight between Brazil's Felipe Arantes going up against your boy Yadong Song, a.k.a. Song Yadong.
That's right.
The Terminator, China's own.
As you guys heard a deep story about from John Morgan on the intro to this segment, because John Morgan has the best stories about Yadong. And if you ever want any news about Yadong, John Morgan is the guy to ask, because he knows about Yadong.
He'll help Yadong go long and last long.
That's right. So if you're ever concerned about Yadong, check with John Morgan.
So I'll say this. Felipe Arantes survived in his last fight against Josh Emmett. Went to decision. For that, he lost a split decision to Mexico's Eric Perez.
Dude, 2 impressive decisions.
That was 2 years ago, but still impressive. For that,
that's a big gap, though.
Lost Andre Fili, so he's fought the names. Maximum White, he also has a win over. Wow, he's fought a lot of good people.
Barboza, yeah.
But, you know what? I am in on the hype of Yadong Song, bro. This guy has legit knockout power, man.
I mean, Yadong he's fought some... He's
fought some Russians in some fucking... What country is that? Venezuela? What is that?
China?
No, this one.
Oh.
I think it's Venezuela. Yeah.
No, but the promotion is from China.
No, this is definitely not. This is Armenia. Wow. I just insulted all of Armenia. I apologize to Manny Gambirian.
Also, you picked out an 0-1 fighter, which is a good sign.
Yeah,
also, go ahead and open the profile of the dude he lost to.
0-1 fighter? Which guy?
Go ahead and open the profile of the dude he lost to.
Oh, Hanat Andar.
Let's see the suit's record.
4-3. This guy looks Russian as fuck.
He does look Russian as fuck.
Must have emigrated early.
He also looks like he can wrestle. Who else has he fought? Are they all Asian? Give me the last 3 dudes. Let's look at an
actual Russian. Excuse the racism there. Just kidding. Oh, he didn't have pictures, so we can't identify.
Look at the last 2 dudes he fought.
This guy looks like he's from Iran.
Yes, and Japanese dude before that.
Or no, India. I was wrong. India has... Yeah, this guy's Indian. So he's a grappler. Bharat Kandare.
Right, but he's a grappler from India. Go ahead and pull the dude before that.
Japan's Makoto Yoshida. No picture. Yeah. Man, never mind.
Who's he fighting? Go back to the guy he's fighting?
Yeah, I was into the hype.
No, wait.
Yeah, no, dude, this... Okay, Felipe Arantes gonna fuck him
Felipe Arantes, go ahead and scroll back down to Felipe Arantes recently fought.
Fucking fought Josh Emmett, Eric Perez.
Yeah, I'm going with Felipe Arantes.
Yeah, I'm going Felipe Arantes too. For a minute, it's because I'm looking at the highlights and Yadong Song looked like he had knockout power, but he could have been fighting a can.
He could have
been fighting a Campbell's.
Yadong looks great at a distance.
Yeah.
When you get up close on Yadong, it's really kind of less impressive than you would
If it's
expect.
in Japan, it could be blurry, but, the
That's
close-up
true.
is what counts. And I don't trust...
You really only know Yadong after you see it.
Yeah. So Yadong here is gonna come short, unfortunately. So I got to go with the Rantes here.
Yeah, as far as I'm
He's
concerned...
He's gonna finish a little quicker than he wants to, but yeah, Yadong's gonna come short, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Gotta go with the Rantes via. I'm going submission because he's Brazilian, and I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I agree. I think Aranches probably finishes it via sub because Yadong can't hold out.
Yeah. I think it's a good call. So, next up, we have what I think is a very disappointing fight. Based
you mean
on
Yadong versus Aranches?
Well, besides that, this one.
Oh, you mean CM Punk? Was he fighting
Not
again?
that quite disappointing. Yeah.
Oh, right.
We have Russia's Peter Yan. Hold on a second, being a. Alright, he's looks like he's crashed out.
Checks out.
Fair
Shout
enough.
out to the homie Trevor, who we've talked about.
So yeah, Russia's Peter Yan, No Mercy, who's 8-1. So going up against Japan and Team Alpha Male's Teruto Ishihara, who has not lived up to the hype.
I wouldn't even say that.
I wouldn't even say
I'd
that.
say
I feel
he's
like
had a
still
tough
young.
road to
Isn't this
hoe.
guy young as shit still?
Yeah.
He's 26.
He's also had a tough road,
Yeah.
because of him being from Team Alpha Male. If you look at who he's fought, they're bad style matchups for him, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like Gray Maynard, Artem Lobov, those are terrible style matchups for that dude.
He beat Rolando D-Die.
Barely.
Yeah.
And then
he lost to Jose
Quinones.
Quinones.
Like,
Dude, I'll be honest, I don't like this fight at all. This is a weird fight.
oh, I think it's great. Because I think Peter Yan's going to shut the fuck up.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm picking Yan based on Ishihara has not looked good, unfortunately. And Team Alpha Male loves the approach of overhand right guillotine. Yeah.
No, I mean, that is their bread and butter.
Did he fight a guy named Magomedov? That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Who's also in
Does he look
PFL,
like,
I'm pretty
does
sure.
he looks like Habib's cousin?
Pretty sure PFL.
Yeah, he looks like.
I'm pretty sure he's in PFL.
He looks like Gus
Scroll down.
Davidson
Scroll down.
fused with Habib.
Scroll down. I think he's in PFL.
Hey, is that accurate though? Gustafson with Habib.
Oh, 100%. Scroll down. Look. No, he is in ACB still.
ACB, okay.
But
As long as he's not in Amat.
because I know for a fact there's a Magomedov.
There's probably a Magomed Sharipov too. And there's probably a Magomed Nurmagomedov.
There's all these versions, yes.
And there's probably a Magomed Nurmagomedov Sharipov.
Russia has like 9 names. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
So before we confuse ourselves any further, you like Peter Yan or you lean in Teruto?
Oh, Peter Yan, 100%. I'm going by decision. Via uninspiring decision.
I agree, except I'm going to go Peter Yan, TKO,
TKO.
ground and pound. I just think Peter Yan's going to be way too much for that dude when it comes to the grappling game, and I think he doesn't have enough power to stop him from entering. So, I think that's going to be how that goes pretty clearly. The only thing that makes me a little nervous is if Peter Yan gets too overly confident and catches an alpha male guillotine. But I'm not at all confident, even in the slightest, that that's a realistic thing to put any kind of weight on. In this fight, first off, how the fuck is Jake Matthews so far below Jangeling on this card, despite beating him, except for the fact that it's in Asia?
It's basically in real China.
Right. I mean, I know it's the only reason.
Or
but
hashtag We Are Real China.
I know, but
yeah. I'll say this right now. I am going Zhang Lang in this fight.
despite him getting points taken for grabbing the cage and for eye gouging a motherfucker in the last fight.
Yeah. I mean, just based on volume, I'm going within that. I don't know.
Who's he fighting again? Daichi Abe?
Yeah. And his last fight, he lost to Luke Jumo. Wasn't fun.
Yeah, he does have the win over Hungyo and Nias wins in Pancrase. Yeah, I agree. I'm going
Jangling via vicious knockout.
I'm going Jangling via. Go back to the other dude when you said.
If I could type. Let me see. Other guy, Dachiabe.
What's that, decision? Yeah. Going Jangling decision.
Decision, yeah, probably is.
I would like him to get the TKO in the first or second via ground and pound, but I think dude's probably pretty tough, and dude has good enough boxing to at least prevent the constant takedown pressure of Jangling. But if Jangling eye pokes another motherfucker, I'm not picking him anymore. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, because that's.
I can't deal. That was bad, man. He fucking. I watched that clip a couple times. He eye gouged the shit out of homie in a way that's like beyond reprehensible. You know,
yeah, that was bad.
It was fucking bad, man.
So next up we have Australia's
adorable ass Jessica Rose
She
Clark.
is very adorable, and I can see the difference between the flag. They have a star in the middle underneath, and the flag of Great Britain is not as large. For those who are out of the loop, I'm comparing it to the flag of New Zealand, which is why I initially called Jake Matthews Australian, even though he's not.
Also, shout out to Jessica Rose Clark being the world's greatest savior when it comes to Greg Hardy, in that she is constantly talking shit about how no one should ever be letting any of that shit happen because she was a survivor of that shit.
I mean, it's
which was which was like very fucking cool to hear her being so vocal about. So good for her.
So she's gone up against the United States'
Just on Just Crime.
Yeah, the Battle of Jessica. Last time we saw Jessica Rose Clark, who has a record of 9-4.
So I'm very torn on this fight.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup. She won a unanimous decision victory over Paige Van Zandt. Credit to Paige Van Zandt for fighting through, getting her arm broken in half. That's pretty scrappy. So she's on a 3-fight win streak. She had 2 split decision victories, one over fellow Aussie.
Where's she training out of?
Rawlings. She's in Vegas. Excuse me.
She's a Couture or
I believe she's at Couture or Syndicate. One of the
Syndicate.
Yes.
She's a Syndicate.
Yeah. She's on a 3-fight win streak. She defeated Karina Dam.
Yeah.
Beck Rawlings and Paige Van Zandt.
Which is
Jessica,
a heck of a run.
Evil Eye has a split decision victory over Kalinda Farr.
I know what y'all like to see. People wrestle fuck people.
Yeah, I feel like that's what this is going to be.
But that's the question, is can she do it?
But Jessica Eye has a split decision loss to Betch Kahea. Oh, that was 2 years ago almost?
It's a weird
she wanted
fight.
to fight Paige Van Zandt at flyweight. That's right.
This is a weird fight, for sure.
It's weird. I'm kind of leaning towards Jessica Rose Clark, but I remember how good Jessica Eye's jiu-jitsu looked against Brazilian Kalinda Farr. Like, it looked pretty good.
That's the problem.
See
is
what I mean? This is a matter.
This is the ultimate test for, hey, like, where is Jessica Rose Clark's number 1 takedown defense and number 2 jiu-jitsu defense at right now? Because let's go back to...
You know what?
Go back to Jessica Rose Clark's profile real quick.
Yeah.
So who she fought recently with, like, Paige Van Zandt.
She lost the
Beck Rawlings.
Olympic medalist. No, that's McMahon or Kaufman?
Kaufman.
It is Kaufman, yeah.
Kaufman was a gold. Was a silver.
Still, that's fucking amazing.
But like also Carla Dam does Karina Dam. Sorry.
It's all good.
Does have very good.
She fought someone named Janai. Shout out to Forrest Gump.
That's true. But no, Karina Dam does have very good jiu-jitsu. She's like top level jiu-jitsu. It's interesting. This is a tough fight to pick for, in my opinion.
Excuse me, pardon me the yawn. I instinctively am going Jessica I don't know. I was impressed by her jiu-jitsu.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a good decision. I don't know.
Shit.
Fuck it.
Dude, I want to go Jessica I because I love
You could say
Jessica.
draw too, but it's kind of like a waste of a pick.
It is. I love Jessica I love both these girls, honestly. I think they're both, like, very fucking cool and have very fun personalities and are awesome in hearing interviews. I'm having a real hard time picking on this one. I'm gonna lean Jessica Rose Clark just because
Probably decision, right? I feel like it's gonna be
decision either way. I just worry. I wonder how Jessica is going to be able to handle someone if they can keep the distance for a long enough time and throw out volume. But either way, I won't be mad at the outcome of that fight. I think they're both cool as shit. I'm big fans of both of them, honestly. Tyson Pedro, speaking of big fans of people, Half-Cast Podcast, hosted by Tyson Pedro,
Aussie, fighting out of
Vasa.
Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. That's where he's born. He's fighting out of Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. 7-1 record. This is a light heavyweight bout. He's going up against American fighter Ovince St. Preux. Yeah, what island does he represent, or nation? I remember his flag I've seen. What is that if it loads?
Could tell you.
If it loads.
If you scroll down,
I think it was like the Virgin Islands or some shit like that.
You scroll down, it'll say
Haiti. Oh,
Haiti.
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah. Right on. Oh, yeah, because he's wearing the flag on his knuckles during the win. I thought that was cool.
I played Vice City. I know how this goes.
So, last time we saw Tyson Pedro, he lost. No.
That's not right at all.
No. He had an impressive shoulder submission. Yeah. How do you say this guy's name? Saparbeg Safarov.
No. Saparbeg Safarov.
Saparbeg. I said it way too many syllables. Saparbeg Safarov.
He had that close decision with Ilir Latifi.
He got wrestle-fucked by Ilir Latifi.
Not even wrestle-fucked, but just got, kind of...
Clinch-fucked.
Yeah, clinch-fucked.
Yeah.
And then he had the big win over Paul Craig before that.
And Khalil Roundtree choked. So, this is interesting, man. Part of me's kind of leaning OSP.
OSP's had a weird record lately. Like, what are his last couple?
Isn't he the much bigger guy?
He almost got killed by, he did get killed by Ilir.
Yeah.
That was that knee.
He got submitted. He got guillotined.
Oh.
The knee was... No, he knocked the fuck out of Corey Anderson.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was just a standing guillotine. He literally
he
dropped.
Picked him up, didn't he?
It was bad. Yeah, it was really violent.
It's like one of the Sean Jones.
He went to a split decision versus Volkan Ozdemir, so he
and Corey Anderson.
And he got one punch, bruv, by Heart of the Lion, Sacktown's own Jimmy Manuwa.
That's the thing that makes me curious, though.
It's weird, like
that dude.
And he went to a decision against John Jones, which
is
crazy.
He's made it into deep rounds against dudes who aren't big punchers. Is basically when you look at his record. Like most of the dudes he lost to were big fucking punchers. Like Ilir Latifi, Volkan Ozdemir, Jimmy Manuwa, John Jones, Glover Teixeira, those are all huge punchers.
I'll say this.
Whereas Tyson's not the biggest puncher, but Tyson does throw heat. I can't
remember. Oh, it was the hammer. They were a little harsh, in my opinion, on Tyson Pedro because he's still new. How many fights has he had?
They're also home of...
1, 2, 3, 4.
The
fights.
Hammer MMA podcast is also the home of my favorite ever quote about Colby Covington, when they call him Colby the Delicious Cheese Covington. Yeah. It's my favorite quote ever about that dude. They've been doing it for like 10 years now.
So, my pick... okay, so they were harsh on Pedro saying he doesn't deserve to be near top 15. That's not true.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
not
a light
true.
heavyweight division.
Oh yeah, especially because of that.
I don't want to.
Shogun is top 15 for fuck's sake.
It's weird. I'll say this: I am going with Ovince St. Preux based on a hunch.
Are you?
Yeah. I think he.
By what?
I think he's gonna get him with the Von St. Preux.
Are you really?
Yeah. Why not? Wow. It's weird. It's just a hunch. I know Pedro's got good... I don't know. I just see it. It's probably way wrong.
I will bet you on that he doesn't get caught with that.
I don't want to bet you because it's just a hunch. That's why I'm not going to... Yeah.
I don't.
My pick is St. Preux, but
You have to be so bad at grappling to get caught with that. Not so bad, but you have to be bad at
actually,
grappling.
yeah, no, I recant that because Murakami didn't even know what to do.
Like I could see him catching more like a head and arm or something, maybe. But
yeah, no, I'm going.
I do think St. Preux is.
Wait, when was this?
I would not be surprised if he was the.
How many months is that? Ooh.
February is pretty recent. More recent than Tyson, probably.
Yeah, you know what? No, I lied.
Are you really switching it?
Well, no. I'll stick with it because I'm not an asshole. I'll go OSP via decision. But I won't be surprised if he gets finished based on he got finished like 4 months ago. You know what I mean, though? He's not in that 6-month grace period. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to OSP decision.
Let's see. So have we been given odds for these?
We did not.
What's the last one we did odds for?
Dude, I think we've the last one was D.
Okay, well, the D fight, Rolanda D is a plus 155 to a minus 165. Shane Young, who's after that?
Felipe Aranches and Yadong.
Aranches is a plus 100 favorite to Yadong being a minus 110 favorite. Sorry, underdog to a favorite.
Ishihara is probably the favorite.
Ishihara is a plus 435 underdog to a minus 500 Peter Yan.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I picked Peter Yan,
yeah,
right?
you picked him by TKO. I picked him by decision.
Probably should have been sub, but I'll stick with TKO.
Oh, yeah, he's Russian. Jangalang. Gotta be a favorite.
Jangalang is a minus 250 to a plus 230 DJ Abe. Or Daichi Abe. Who else we got?
Jessica Rose Clark versus Jessica I.
Jessica Rose Clark is a minus 155 to a plus 145 Jessica I. And then Tyson Pedro is a minus 145 to a plus 135 OSP. And did I say I'm going with Pedro yet?
No, but I'm assuming based on just what you're kind of leaning towards.
I'm going Pedro. I think Pedro is going to sub him. Or ground and pound him. One of the two.
Yeah, I could see that.
Probably earlier on than later. Probably like second round. I think while Tyson Pedro and OSP both have big holes in their games, if you look at them compared to a lot of people in that division, I do think they have. I think one is more green than the other. I think just overall energy from Tyson Pedro is going to kind of win over that difference, which I could be super wrong about, but anyway, Don Cerrone versus Leon Edwards, very weird fight. I'm really interested to see how this plays out. I've heard a lot of different takes depending on who I've listened to.
Do they have a height wrong, or is Leon Edwards wearing fucking platformers, dude? Because I saw the weigh-in. How the fuck is he 5'10" and Cerrone's 6'1"? When he was towering.
That can't be right.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you remember that weigh-in I showed you?
No, yeah, something's wrong with that.
Maybe they have it flipped? I don't know.
Also, you want to hand me that vape? Vape me, bro. Nice. Leon Edwards looked huge compared to Cerrone in the weigh-ins.
I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out tomorrow. On handouts when they're at the tail of the tape. Anyways, Donald Cerrone, Cowboy, has a 33-10 record. I think he's up there with some of the most wins in the UFC. I think he's top 3, if I remember. I think he's 19 or 20 wins.
Yeah,
I don't want to
like
count
that.
him. I'm not going to count
I'm
him.
not. Yeah, I'm bad at that.
It looks like at least 15. I don't know. So last time we saw him, he was currently on a 3-fight skid. Got knocked fuck out by Darren Till, a middleweight fighter.
Understandable.
Lost decision to Robbie Lawler,
which was
close. I scored it for Robbie
wild fight,
barely.
But yeah,
got knocked out twice in one fight against Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
But lately he knocked out Yancy Medeiros, and the theme is, according to Reddit, he always beats up people he's friendly with, people he has a grudge with. Doesn't go well for him, but I don't think that's true. I think
dude, this was my take as well. I was literally going to bring that same.
So I'll just say this:
take into this fight.
My hunch is Edwards, because every time
they're not friendly.
Well, not because
Edwards
of that, but mostly because every time Cerrone fights someone who's kind of like an up and comer under the radar, he gets stopped.
That too.
So you know what?
He's done zero tape study on this.
And this is why I'm going with Leon Edwards. He doesn't do tape study. He doesn't give a fuck. Which is what I like about Cowboy. He's there to fight. Can he win this fight? Fuck yeah. He's a great striker.
Oh yeah.
Edwards is more of a
way better grappler,
I guess.
No, but Cerrone has the jiu-jitsu edge.
So
clearly,
listen to this with Edwards. Listen to who he's beat. His last fight, he knocked out Germany's Peter Sabata. He won a unanimous decision over Brian Barberina. He won against Vicente Luque. That's very impressive.
Damn, these are.
He also beat Albert Tumanov.
This is actually a crazy fucking
His only loss in the last 7 fights is Kamaru Usman, who he went to decision.
And Claudio Silva.
Yeah, I'm definitely going
Jesus
Leon
fucking
Edwards.
Christ, yeah. Now I'm double convinced Leon Edwards has this.
He's winning this fight via. I think it goes decision. I don't think he has knockout power.
5 rounds, I think.
It's 5 rounds. Oh, Jesus!
Main event.
He finishes it. He's going to finish Cowboy.
Yeah, I think
TKO. He's going to make a statement. I go with TKO.
Probably body shot.
Yeah, liver. Yeah.
Man, so wait, do we have any different picks?
Oh yeah, we got a couple. I think. Yeah. Schnell, in a way. Just a couple.
Schnell, in a way.
And
I Clark and OSP Pedro.
I know my OSP pick's a bullshit pick, but I'd be like, whatever.
It should be.
Pick. I don't know. I could see him winning.
I would not be surprised either way on that one. So that is our picks for UFC 225. We will go ahead and wrap it here since I know we are already. Oh my God, I have 2 hours to get this out before this card starts. So we will go ahead and wrap it real quick. But go ahead and follow us on YouTube. We are, if you Google
iTunes,
the Sound of Violence. Yep, Sound of Violence on iTunes. SOVpod.com. TSOVpod on Twitter. Email Chris at thesoundofviolence.com or SOVpod@gmail.com. Hit us up. Let us know what's good. We love y'all. We appreciate you listening. Any ratings or anything you can give us is much appreciated on whatever platform. We're just happy to be doing this, man. I have fun.
Oh yeah.
How about you, bruh?
Oh yeah, big time. And we're very much looking forward to giving you coverage this coming Sunday.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of stuff coming out on Sunday, especially for local San Diego MMA. And
I should be able to
maybe we'll get to talk to Sam Alvey. We'll see how it goes. So.
Yeah, I should be able to get pictures out soon. At least my phone, via Twitter.
Same.
With my nice camera I have. I'll put them on the website, and we'll tweet them out as well of some dope-ass shots we get from the fights.
Yeah, we'll figure it out,
and
man.
hopefully we can get some pics with Sam Alvey whoever we meet there. We might be surprised who we meet there.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully Matt comes down, and we'll keep with that dude as well. Buy him a beer. So until next time, everybody, we'll be back. We're going to do a recap on Monday, Tuesday, something
Probably
like that.
Monday. Let me actually look at my schedule. We'll figure it out. I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you.
We'll put out a tweet about it, but hopefully we'll do a recap. Tuesday would be dope because then we could do Contender Series too.
Yep.
But worst case, we will do a short recap show later next week. And also, Chris, no UFC next week.
That's right. But you know what it is after that? Me going to 226.
True, but you know what we should do next weekend?
A commentary.
We sure should. Any suggestions? My suggestion right now, we'll decide it right now on air. I would say we should do Haywire finally.
Oh, the Gina Carano one?
I think it's time.
Okay.
Because Co-Main Event did the newest Gina Carano movie.
Oh, we watched their commentary. And
we watched like 2 seconds of it.
Wow, that looked not fun.
It looked like it was poorly set up.
Remember, what did we say it was? It looked like a mix between, their version of Westworld, pretty much. It was bad.
Well, that movie looked bad, and their setup was awful. So
it was real bad.
That made it worse. But I'm thinking maybe we'll do that unless Bisping's new movie comes out before then.
Wow, I'll just say this. Haywire, the critics loved it. So either we're going to really like this film,
Oh, I've seen Haywire.
Oh, like did you actually like it?
I didn't hate it. The problem is I've heard that her entire dialogue has been dude,
this has
over.
a great fucking cast. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, Michael Fassbender, Ewan McGregor, Henry Cavill.
I'm telling you, it's
Channing
like a real
Tatum,
movie.
Antonio and fucking Michael Douglas. This must have made a lot of movies in the theaters. Holy shit.
I've heard that her entire
Bill Paxton,
dialogue
rest
has
in
been
peace.
recorded over.
Wait, what? Like it's not her.
Like, yeah, like they dubbed her most of her lines.
That's insulting, but okay. I mean,
so that's why I'm kind of. That's
why I
want to do it.
So maybe we should dub the dub. Just kidding.
Well, that's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
We smoke dubs and watch the dub of the dub.
Pretty much.
Dub of the dub of the dub.
Call it WW3. Just kidding. That's not. Lots of dubs. I mean.
Yeah.
At least 3 or 4 dubs in there. We'll figure it out.
It's a couple.
Yeah. Cool.
Good God. All right, we'll wrap this here. But you guys know where to find us. Share it with your friends if your friends are dark individuals who enjoy fucking rough jokes about things that you probably don't want to share with other people. Go for that, because that sounds cool. Judo Bill, you need to watch Jurassic Park, and we are going to bet on whether or not you've seen Fast and the Furious.
And we need to tweet to GSP that he needs to next walk out to John Williams' theme of Jurassic Park. Please just like him, just like this.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be that'd probably be top MMA moments of all time.
100%. So we'll go ahead and wrap this right up there with Tyson Pedro walking out. Tai Tuivasa.
Shouts out to Titanic, Celine Dion.
He does that shit all the time. It's great. Oh, good God. Anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap this here, but we love y'all. Thanks for joining us. And until next time, we'll be back. We'll do a recap for this weekend's show and for maybe Contender Series. We'll see how it goes. Until next time, everybody. Gotta do something decadent. We out. Bye.